breakfast on TV. In fact, Eid Yamutu, I clear. Now check your wallet and see how much you've got left in your wallet. Check your purse and check how much you've got left in your purse. I mean, you know, we Muslim, you go celebrate Eid. Now, you have a long way to go as far as the end of the month is concerned. I listened to a few people yesterday. They make the argument that, oh, I mean, some 3 days or 5 days to come, salaries will be paid, so they will augment the loopholes. Charlie, wow, if it doesn't happen, you go to count ceilings from now till whenever it drop. But of course, the celebrations will still continue, especially with the Muslims. Some will continue all the way into the weekend as well. But we are back, as always, to serve you the best on TV. And indeed, this morning, quite a number of things for us to take a look at. First of all, we must applaud the president and the government in its entirety for doing a yeoman's job by bringing back some Ghanaians that were caught up in that, I mean, more like a crossfire in South Africa. The evacuees, as they call them, some of them have landed safely here in Ghana. We just pray that all the others will also come back safely. It's a conversation that, of course, we'll be delving deeper into. Some raise the concern that, yes, after bringing them into Ghana, how do you reintegrate them? How do they survive? Because mind you, it is out of survival. That's why they left the shores of Ghana to go seek greener pastures in South Africa. But looking at how issues are happening there, of course, they would have to return. Most of them have been so grateful to the president for bringing them back as well. Some have even shown their marks, how they were tortured, how they were beaten. So it's a conversation that we should be having this morning. Just a few days ago that we marked the AU Day as well, and all this is still happening. Mind you, Ghana has taken a strong position against the act happening in South Africa. But how about the other African countries? Now, I am also worried about reprisal attacks, because you look at Nigeria, for instance, they have their young men and women also hitting shops, offices, or institutions that are owned by South Africans. So a possible reprisal attacks from other African nationals. Is that what we want to see as a united Africa? Can we really achieve the targets we have set for ourselves? It's something that we should be looking at. How do we solve the problem out there in South Africa so that enough Africans can feel free and move around in that country? It's a conversation, as I mentioned, we should be having. Interestingly, two other things for us to take a look at this morning. There's a conversation on the table that we've been pushing forward all the time. The recent rampant arrest of Ghanaians allegedly involved in this online scam here and there. How is our reputation out there? How are we selling Ghana to the rest of the world with some of these things? What is Ghana's relationship with the countries that these things do happen? How easy has it become for such countries, their security operatives, to just pick up Ghanaian citizens anytime, anywhere, anyhow they want it? But if it's the other way around, we struggle to do that. It's a conversation that I think we should have as well. How worrying is the situation? How does this augur well for the Ghanaian market once you step out of the shores of the country with regards to that's been happening recently? There's also another one that I think we can have that has to do with paternity test. Yes, we may want to run away from it, but it's the reality. Things are happening. Families are broken into pieces because of these issues. Some argue and some raise the issue that it should be a must, or I mean, it should be mandatory that after putting to bed, of course, right there, right then, there should be some paternity test so that we know whether indeed, Charlie, the child, it be your own or it not be your own. Then we just find a way out. So I think it's something that we can touch on this morning. Hopefully we'll rope you, the viewer, into this conversation as well, so you can share your thought with us right here. You know, we did for you. We go all out for you. So feel free to send your messages to our WhatsApp number 055-269-7939, 055-269-7939. You can also follow us on all our social media platforms. Feel free to drop your messages under any of the live broadcasts, and then we'll read them out loud and clear. Hopefully we'll activate the phone lines for you to share your thought with us on that particular topic. But let's look at our weather this morning. Yes, it's been raining since Monday across the entire 16 regions of the country. It's been raining one way or the other. This morning the temperature is hovering around 26 degrees Celsius, right? 26 degrees Celsius, quite warm this morning. The temperature is expected to rise to 30 degrees Celsius later in the day. That's around 12 noon, 1 p.m. thereabout. Is expected to rise from the 26 degrees to 30 degrees. We might even record 31 degrees Celsius, so it's going to be a bit hot out there as well. Signs of rain showers, 10%, but you can never tell. I mean, sometimes we don't even see the signs here, but by the time you realize, Chale, so please, we keep saying it. And I saw a video yesterday. You see, sometimes when we talk about the things here, it's not as if it is the reality that we think about, or the things we see, you know. So we always caution you that, look, as for the rain, you can't predict it. You can't do anything about it. It is something that science has backed. It is something that God himself has ordained. So it will happen no matter what. And I always tell you that when the rains come, please find a good place, a suitable place, a safe place, and hide. Don't force yourself. Don't ride through it. I saw a video yesterday. The motor rider, I think it's a delivery guy or so. So you realize that he has his good stuff at the back, you know, hooked like how they usually do it. He was in the raincoat, jacket, blah blah blah. The guy rode through. You know, I have forgotten the exact location. But by the time you realize the bike is already gone, he was just fortunate that the water did not carry himself and then the motorbike along. But the water took the bike away from him into the big drain. Imagine if he had gone himself. You know, why are you so desperate? Why are you so much? I mean, save your life. This one too, you will talk say be Satan. You realize that if the place is flooded, even cars are unable to pass through. Cars are unable to drive through that. But you feel say you be hero. Hero, you will lose everything. You lose your life. He was just fortunate that at that instant there were people around. So I think 4 or 5 guys quickly rushed into that flowing water to pull him out. He would have gone with the motorbike. Now the motor is gone. The order or the request is also gone. And again, why is she? You know, I'll look for that video along the line and drop it. So please, we beg you. They have warned us that this year the rain will be hard, more than what we saw last year. It will come with strong winds. So please, avoid the big billboards. Find a safe place and hide. Once you see the clouds gathering, please run to a safe haven. Protect yourself. Your life matters more than the money. If you die, how do you make the money? So please, we beg you, we wouldn't want to record any more incidents, casualties here and there. The government is bent on ensuring that we have flood-free season as well, but you also have a responsibility to play. The onus lies on you, the ordinary citizen, because from all indications, we've shown the videos or the footages from what we have been doing recklessly, irresponsible acts of us. You saw clouds, all you do is gather your rubbish, go and dump them into a drain, forgetting that there's somebody downstream who will be affected. You know, so our own character, we need to just try and take a look at it, right? We need to fix ourselves with all due respect. We really need to fix ourselves before the country, before the government comes in to intervene. So please, be safe out there. The rain is there, it will come, no matter what. Be safe out there, be protected once you step out there. Carry your umbrella, carry your raincoat, and be protected out there. Don't struggle, don't force it. Don't try to drive through. Don't play the hero. Hero, you will die like Batman. Or Spider-Man. We'll bury you like that. So please, stay safe, stay out of trouble out there. And that's the motivation, that's the weather condition for the morning. But please, it's going to be a bit hot, so do drink a lot of water as well. All right, but what's our motivation this morning? It's taken from Vince Lombardi, and Vince says that perfection is not attainable, but if we chase perfection, we can catch excellence. I'll take that again. Perfection is not attainable, but if we chase perfection, we can catch excellence. It simply means no one can be completely perfect. Yeah, you are not God. You can't be perfect. You can't have everything right. You alone. You think that everything you say among 50 people is the right thing. You are always right. You are always perfect. You think everything you do is perfection. It can't be. You are not God. It is only God that is perfect. You are not. You can't be. But what Vince is saying is that if you chase that perfection, how do you chase it? Continue to work hard. Continue to correct the mistakes. Feel free to make the mistakes. Feel free to destroy things whilst you are molding. But make sure that after day 1, you correct the mistakes of that day. After day 2, you correct that mistake. After day 3, you correct the mistakes. Continue to make the mistakes and correct them. That is how to chase perfection. If you sit at one place thinking, oh, I can get it all through, I can make it, it can be perfect from my side. My brother, oh boy, you can't be. You can chase it anyway by continuing doing the same things and continuing to correct the mistakes. That is the only way you can chase perfection, and that is where excellence comes in. So don't sit at one place thinking that things will change. Don't sit at one place and think that you've got it correct all the time. It doesn't work that way. You need to chase after it. And that is how come I always tell you that even football clubs, they train. Even the stars in there, the Lionel Messi's, the Cristiano Ronaldo, the Martin Odegaards, the Rodrigos, the Mohamed Salehs, you can mention them. They keep trying. They train all the time because they are chasing perfection. I mean, you listen to their stories and all that, and you know that, look, no matter what they have even achieved for themselves, they still want that excellence, and that is why they chase after perfection. So please, continue to try it. Train yourself, correct the mistakes. Make the mistakes and correct them. It's allowed. They are much allowed, right? And that's what Vince is telling us this morning as a way of our motivation as well. The team is set. We'll take a breather. This morning, I think we are serving salamit. Salamit. Yesterday, Alaji do show. ECG decided to take out their light. And now I say, let's take a break. When we return, I'll introduce my co-host, and then we'll start serving breakfast. Stay with us.
If you're watching this with your friends, you'll probably make a joke.
Because you know what you feel on the inside
isn't what you want people to know.
If you have to pretend to be happy,
find someone you trust and tell them.
If you get mad at things and you don't know why, or have thoughts about hurting yourself,
find someone you trust and tell them.
You are never alone when you share.
Seriously, people care about you.
It's okay to not understand what you're feeling.
And it's easy to think that you're all alone.
But you don't have to be.
You're never alone when you share.
Don't be ashamed to tell someone you trust what you're feeling.
You're not alone.
You are not alone.
Find someone you trust and tell them.
Tell a parent.
Tell a teacher. Tell a brother or sister.
Or just tell a friend.
You haven't done anything wrong.
Talk to someone.
Talk to someone.
It's how things get better.
Embarrassed. Too embarrassed to speak to a loved one. Too embarrassed to speak to your doctor.
Too embarrassed. When in our lifetime, 1 in 4 black men will be diagnosed with prostate cancer. 1 in 12 black men will die from prostate cancer.
Let me repeat that. 1 in 4 black men will be diagnosed with prostate cancer. 1 in 12 black men will die from prostate cancer disease.
1 in 12. That could be your dad, even your older brother, uncle, or grandfather.
You need to make sure they are not embarrassed to speak to you or their doctor about it.
Hey, Dad, have you had your prostate checked out? See? How hard is that? It's easy. Just start the conversation.
Prostate cancer is survivable if caught and treated early enough.
Don't let embarrassment stop you having this important conversation.
You may save someone's life.
Not just your own.
Gentlemen, I've got some bad news and some good news. Okay, the bad news is that your chances of getting prostate cancer are now just 7 to 1. In fact, prostate cancer is killing 1 man every single hour of the day in this country. Imagine that, 1 every hour of the day. But the good news is, we're forming a team to stop that clock. Men United. It's time men united together to fight prostate cancer, the way women have united against breast cancer. We need to get together and find a cure, as well as better ways to care for the 250,000 prostate cancer sufferers out there. Please, get on side and join us in the fight. Men United versus prostate cancer. We can win this.
Well, not too long ago, the great President John Mahama went to the United Nations and spoke for my people of Jamaica and the Caribbean and the Americas. And you said, we are not looking a handout, but recognition of what took place in the transatlantic slave trade. I thank you, my president. I am a child who suffer from this. Chains on my feet, whip in the hand. And tonight I sing a song to go along with your mission of reparations. Not a handout, but to acknowledge. But we're gonna do it not just reggae style, we're gonna do it high life. A high life remix by me, Graham Smargan of Morgan Heritage. Oh, President Mahama, I thank you for saying what you said at the United Nations. Reparations, justice must come. Africa and the Caribbean as one. Zimbabwe, not charity, but exposing them both. Now a new day of justice is born. Hello, across the ocean, torn from the land. Chains on my feet, whip in the hand. But your light carried us through the storms. Now a new day of justice is born. Reparations, justice must come, yeah. Africa and the Caribbean as one. Not charity, but exposing them both. Now a new day of justice is born. reparations, justice must come. Africa and the Caribbean as one. Not charity, but exposing them both. Now a new day of justice is born. Africa crying out loud. Now a new day of justice is born. Mahama, I give you strength. From Ghana to Zimbabwe, we thank you for holding the way. We say, Mahama, justice must come. Africa and the Caribbean as one. I say from Jamaica right to Accra. Now a new day of justice is born. Play it, Lord. Across the ocean, I was torn from the land. There was chains on my feet, whip in the hand. But Jah light carried us through the storms. Now a new day of justice is born. Mahama, Africa, and the Caribbean as one. Now a new day of justice is born. Papa Mahama, Africa is crying out. Now a new day of justice is born. I love you. Much love from Jamaica. Ooh yeah. We say Mahama, justice must come. Now a new day of justice is born. We say, Mahama, justice must come, yeah. Now a new day of justice.
Thank you for still staying with us right here on yours truly, WoezorTV. The squad is set. And that's where I bring in Godfred and Karen. With this particular song, whilst our president is fighting for the reparation and justice must be served, guys, look at what is happening in South Africa. Mr. Divine mentioned that it's actually Afrophobia, not even xenophobia, you know. But it's a conversation that we'll delve into at 9 this morning. But Team Charlie, guys, good morning. Now I like your colors this morning. You're giving me some vibe. You chop lotto?
I wish.
Do you stake lotto? Bet? Gambling? When I say gambling, you know which one? Cha-cha?
I don't.
You know cha-cha? The one they use spa, cards. The time my puppy beat music of him before. Yeah, I never tried it again.
You are suffered.
Charlie, how are you doing?
I'm good, I'm good.
How was your holiday? Somehow. Yeah. That's adulthood, you know. I mean, every day feels like a normal day.
I see. People should take me back to class 3. Because I didn't have problem.
Yeah.
My father wake me up early in the morning. Then he bath me. And I wear my underdresses. Then I go and sleep again. Wake up like 7. And I eat breakfast.
Then they drive you to school.
Then the driver will come.
Yeah.
Oh, my father, he doesn't have that time. We had some taxi driver be. The taxis were like 3. So they were running shifts. So if they come, then I sit inside. I sit at the front. Then I go if I see my teachers that are working.
Then you give them lift.
So if you're a teacher and you have done something to me that is paying,
you will not give them lift.
You walk to the school.
Yeah.
Lunch bag big.
It can't be like that forever, though.
Charlie, no. You
time
see,
changes. So you need to live. You need to set that for your children. You need to give that life to your children.
You know, they will sit in taxi.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean taxis. No,
get
maybe.
A chauffeur for
them. A good vehicle for them. You know, you can give them. What's the name of the car?
Which one?
The Toyota Voxy.
You say what?
Oh, Toyota Voxy now.
For who?
That's a family car. No. That's what they use.
No.
It's a good car.
I know it is. But in this Ghana here.
No, you're not.
Last week on the Kumasi Road, what I saw in my
those drivers are silly.
Voxy.
Sorry, but you see,
they are. But certainly, you see,
we have mad dogs
that vehicle
around. Nah, we have people who are mad. Sorry, forgive me for using the harsh words,
okay.
But it is an act of elemu Because it doesn't make sense. You watch the videos and I keep asking myself, so passengers sit in that car and they are okay allowing the driver to misbehave on the road.
Why not?
They won't report at the nearest checkpoint.
Mama Penton.
Conspirators. So when you catch the driver, you catch the passengers too. Conspirators. They conspire to drive recklessly.
They are enjoying the cruise. You are the one worried.
Okay.
They are enjoying their cruise. You are worried.
Okay. Yeah, I see. Zizu, now there's a conversation I want us to have, and I'm glad that you are in on the paternity thing.
Okay.
Should it be compulsory right after birth? Should we know the paternity of the child so that both parents will be aware that okay, akoranu media na enye media.
Okay.
That we keep it like that. I'll come for your take on that.
Sure.
But Zizu is here.
Mr. Aji.
Charlie, you are growing hair now. I like it.
Oh.
That's where.
Yeah.
See, go for it. I have oil, like organic hair oil. Oh, see, one is 150 cedis. I can give you one.
Excuse me with that.
See, no, there's a lady Wezor. I only want to
bend now again. Bend your head again.
See, I have something that can help you. Just give me 150 cedis. I'll give you one bottle.
Excuse me. Excuse me. I don't need hair.
No, you see, you need
I don't.
Your head can't look like an egg.
That's
It can't look like an egg.
Well, I give this guy 1 year. Charlie, the hair will go.
Wow. No, so what was the cost?
You see what they are doing to you?
Proper nutrition. Your hair was spinning.
The guy is not eating well.
Oh, this is so beautiful and refreshing to watch.
Charlie, bend your head small. Bend your head.
Can you be abusing
Charlie,
me like this
pick the guy's head for me. Pick your head. Let's bend. You see, even from where I am sitting and what I am seeing, they do like every time they call a motorway.
You go come. I don't need hair. When they started, that's when they suggested I should use this thing, but I said no.
No, so what you can do is that when I have a friend Ellie, so when we realized it was coming like that, we told him, Charlie, you just gonna do Sakura.
Yeah.
Let's see if the Sakura fits you. Then you know that is your trademark. That's your brand.
Yeah, maybe from next month.
Yeah. Try Sakura. Yeah. You know, big men use Sakura.
Yeah.
Look at Nanado. Sakura, Pampi.
Even.
Look at all the big men.
Yeah,
even who?
Sakura.
I won't mention.
See, Sakura comes with something else.
What else?
Deep pockets.
Oh yeah, but that's what I'm saying. So big men use Sakura.
Is a pocket deep or is shallow?
This guy is a big boy.
Huh?
Godfrey is a big boy.
Really?
He's a CEO.
A CEO of what?
Somebody, this guy is a big boy. He's a big man. He's a very big man.
You see, when you come in the morning, see, if you're a big man, you're a CEO. There's something called sowing of seeds.
Okay.
You know, women are channels for blessings.
I beg.
Godfriend.
I beg.
You should be investing.
But this guy invests. His group, the people he invests in are there. Rose. Daniel. Laura. Even the girls around him, he snubbed them. Ellen, Rahel.
Mr.
The guy dumped them long ago. His level has changed now.
Mr.
So he now deals with women of valor.
No.
Women of valor. This boy.
Interesting.
Godfrey. After Stephen, he's Godfrey.
Amazing. You are doing the most.
I'm sorry, I didn't mention Steve. Not this Steve, not Steve.
You are white.
But anyway, guys, Godfrey, how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm good, Mr.
You enjoyed your week, your holiday?
Yeah, it's a little bit.
Yeah. You didn't get any salami?
No, even though I live in the Zongo, but I didn't get anything.
You don't greet them when you pass. You expect them to give you meat. Did you give them something during Christmas?
I greet them.
Did you give them something during Christmas?
Yeah, I saw the forms that's going around, and I filled it.
Which form?
Share. Let me open it for you.
Salah forms. Ask Karim for it.
Sir. So you feel?
Yeah, you feel
your name,
form,
location.
Your name. The last part, the last two fillings that you have to do. That's where it's critical. What did you give me during the Easter? What did you
Christmas,
give?
New Year.
So you didn't give anything. That's it.
Okay. Salah meets. Kindly fill this form if you are interested. First name, surname, other names, nationality, state of origin, state of residence, home address, email, tribe, sex, level of education.
Just for meat.
Marital
just for
status,
me too.
Political party.
Oh, political party 2 days. Is that where we have gotten to?
Age, denomination, relation to me.
Relation.
Yes, what you gave me during Christmas. What you gave me during Easter.
For small 1 pound, 1 pound of meat, 1 kilo. Yes. Oh, then let me clap for Alaji. Alaji beside me. Alaji try. Alaji try for me. So I have to feel all these things before I get it.
You need to feel it. Endorsed, signed.
And submit it.
Yeah, you submit.
Before they do what? What's the word? They surf it through. They sieve through to see who goes through.
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh, I see. Oh, Alaji, why are you there? Alaji, you did well for me.
Shout out to Alaji.
Yeah, shout out to Alaji. Shout out to Alaji. Interesting, I've never seen Alaji before. Yeah, I've never seen Alaji before. I was so guilty yesterday that after I got a meat, I asked, Charlie, so Christmas, me too. I'm not going to show any love. I'm not going to do anything. But what do you give to a big man?
No, just give
Alaji.
Sometimes
Alaji know they talk Christmas now.
I know, but Randy, what I've come to understand about these big people is that they really wouldn't use what you give them doesn't change them in any way, but
the effort
is the effort and then the thoughts behind it is what they appreciate. These people barely receive gifts. They rather give. And so the moment you decide to veer off the regular and then give something, you get a spot in their hearts.
I feel you.
It's not about going to get them something huge. Maybe we can just get them a watch and a nice bag of Merry Christmas.
Or give them full stuff. Maybe nice
plantain,
maybe better appreciate those things too.
Because they barely go to market to buy those things.
People,
so if you get it from maybe the village or something, they appreciate.
Or you can go Medina. You see, getting towards Red Cove Flats. The villagers bring it there, so you can go and choose plantain. So the big ones, nice ones.
Then take good dash. The big man.
So you get a big basket, you put it inside, get this mesh.
And the funny thing is when you give them the full stuff as gift, they return you with money.
They say thank you, so you take this for lorry fare. And the money they give you is more than what you bought. But it's true. I mean, I think it makes sense that even the effort, they appreciate the effort. That after all, Charlie, you too, though you are this, you think about.
But it's sad though. Sometimes you talk to some of them and they're like, even people, the moment somebody calls it, no one calls to check up on them, like, how are you doing?
That's true.
You need me to do anything for you?
That's true.
They pick a call and it's, I need this, I need that.
Yes.
See if you have any big person, just sometimes just call the person one calling to check up on you, how you doing? Do you need me to do anything for you? And to surprise you that maybe they actually need somebody to do something for them. I remember one big man, I was just there, like, let me just call him. I was like, oh, sir, do you need me to do anything for you? It's like, oh, yes. What is it? He wants to buy Ghana flag.
Just that. He couldn't get anybody at that time, so you provided yourself.
Doesn't even know where they saw the Ghana flag.
Interesting.
So I thought, okay, I'll get it for you. I'll bring it to your office. So I went to Circle. That in between the VIP station and the Accra Digital Center.
Then
I went to do selection of Ghana flags for him. I was so excited. So I come to your son, no, keep it. You give me more than
that
flag money.
I
was so excited, like so excited. So anytime he has to use the flag, he will take a picture, say your flag. Anytime it's your flag. So you see, I didn't go and give him any big thing. But just that little flag thing, Charlie, I have spotted etched my mark in his heart.
Charlie,
never to be forgotten.
This is the only place you can get sense. This is the only show that can give you sense. We say all things and we tell you the truth. Now in Godfred, they just made sense. I've learned it. In a world where you can be anything or do anything, be kind.
Very true.
And I agree with you guys.
You know the big men too, they love grass cutter. You know grass cutter? So try.
Grass cutter is expensive nowadays.
It's expensive.
But I think there is a ban on it, or it's trophy.
It's
trophy rather.
Hey.
But people are still selling trophy.
You ban a crantier.
Oh no, I mean when Ebola and blah 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 came, we were warned against.
And the
that was long ago. Even during that time, crap.
No, even this. I mean, once this virus hits the air, we are always scared of.
There are times they issue statements on bushmeat. Sometimes it's like just banning the fishing and all those things. So close season, they also sometimes close the forest.
But
then when they open, the hunters go and the hunts.
That's what Akrantie. Akrantie. That's Mukbuela. It costs rough. Anyway, but guys, let's have this conversation quickly. And Godfred, I think I'll start with you, right? Before Nana comes in, because she's the lady.
I also start with her.
No.
She's the lady.
Can you just start answering the questions?
No. Let's start to you are the lady.
Clena, who should we start with?
Ladies first.
Clena decides who we start with.
Ladies
Okay.
first.
Clena says Godfred. No, but now, what do you think about this whole thing about paternity tests?
Well, I think it has become something that has now become a part of us. Not because men do not trust their partners anymore, but a lot of stories that have come out in recent times just wouldn't allow them to. You may trust your wife 100%, believe that she's not having an affair outside or anything, but sometimes I'll say that for your mind to be at peace and for you not to have any surprises in the future, opt for it. I mean, I won't mind if I give birth and my partner wants to do a paternity test. Some women will take offense, but again, some will say, okay, you disrespected me or you don't trust me well enough. But have you ever thought of how the man will be there, maybe think that, what if this child is not my child? The what ifs alone, and sometimes it's not like it's their fault. Their friend B has given birth to 3-4 children, has been taking care of kids that he quite doesn't know that they were his kids. And many times you get to know, you realize that it's when maybe they are coming to travel or something has come up, the child will fall sick or something, before the father will now come and realize that a genotype or something is not matching. They will now go in for a paternity test and then boom, you get that revelation. And I think if it goes into the years like that, it's the repercussions are dire to the man, because this is a child that you've cared for, nurtured, loved, and then maybe 7 years, 10 years down the line, one test comes out and says that the paternity is 0.00000.
Yeah.
So me mom be with whatever is going on in our, and sometimes it may not be the fault of the woman. Maybe they exchange the child at birth, so it may not be the fault of the woman, or those rare conditions when maybe the father has a recessive gene from somewhere that now will pass down onto the child. So you realize that the paternity doesn't match with the father and the child, but if you trace down the bloodline, it's somebody in the bloodline. Okay, but they won't realize all of those things at birth because the test wasn't run, and later in life, now the father will now come and be doing themselves like chicken wings that has fallen inside hot water, hot oil. So me, mom, if you ask me, the paternity test, it has become something that has come to stay. So if you give birth, before you leave the hospital, just run it. So by the time you go on and decide to go and do the naming, you will know where you stand, whether or not the child is for you.
Okay.
Just for your mental, your conscience to be at rest, and let's know that this child is my child, so I'm taking care of my child. No child has been exchanged somewhere. My wife did not go and take somebody's child and brought. Then the person is pregnant and needed an address for the pregnancy, so they brought the pregnancy to you. You know that this is your child and you are taking care of it. That's it.
The repercussions, the fear of the unknown.
Yeah.
That is where people raise concerns that, okay, well, even if I don't know, I don't mind. Nothing really will push me off. But where I know, accepting the reality becomes a major issue. Do you get it?
Yeah.
So why do I even want to go into it? Why
so
would
you'd rather want to leave it like that?
Yeah, act on. That's an argument others raise, but I'll come back to you on that quickly. But Godfred, what's your take on this one?
It should be compulsory.
Why?
Because yes, I can be raising kids that are not mine, and that is a betrayal of trust. So I mean, childbirth is an agreement between two people, a male and a female, and so yes, even though the woman will carry the baby in the stomach or in the womb for about 9 months, the man also plays a critical role in that journey. And so we all come together to nurture, and then at the time of delivery, the baby comes out. And so me, the father, I know that that's my child that is out, and we are going to take responsibility for the child's development or growth. And it happens that at a certain time, 15-20 years later, I find out that no, that child is not mine. It's a betrayal, and I don't know what can be substituted for that, because look, the heartbreaks that comes with it. You understand? You can't stand it. So at the early stages, right after birth, if you can check it, just do it to clear your mind that yes, you have your child, that is your true gene. You understand? For me, it's compulsory. You should be compulsory. You should be part of the National Health Insurance self, because it is becoming too many. You understand? Because we are seeing it currently more than it used to be in the past. In the past, this instance out of, we know that it comes out of cheating and all those things. So you say you don't trust your partner. Of course, even yourself, you can't even trust yourself 100%. How much more trusting your partner? There are some situations that pushes your partners into certain, those conditions that they find themselves. But of course, it shouldn't come under marriage and all those things. So when the child is out and you can do it, just run it to be free. It doesn't matter what it will take, because if you allow the child to grow, you invest heavily in that child. You shouldn't forget that they will school, they will eat, you will feed them, clothe them, accommodate them, give them place to sleep and all that. We can give examples. Sometimes our children are property, like we put in that context. We are going to see them become somebody that we can rely on them. And I remember the last time we were about to have such conversation. When you invest in your kids, and should it be compulsory that they take care of you and those things? In our part of the world, that is the situation. That's where we find ourselves. Some people will even sell their properties or mortgage them on all this to take care of their children. Now you grow up, and we come to our notice that no, you are not my child. I'm not the biological father of you. No, it's more heartbreaking than at the early stages. At that time, an infant's period, you can deal with it. You can recover. You understand? Than you investing heavily in that child. He grows or she grows up, and it ends up that no, he or she is not your own. So for me, it should be compulsory. At this moment, every father must think of it, unless you trust your wife to that extent that you know that nothing else can. And then she was giving some scientific definitions to what can happen, like there can be a swap during, and that will also help you identify whether your child has been swapped or not. So if not for the killing of your emotions or maybe your doubts, you can also do it to ensure that you are going home with your child, your baby, you understand? And so it should be something you need to do with. If not at that stage, don't let the child grow to become an adult before you start doing, because you might have invested so heavily in that. Recovering from that can be very, very difficult. If I see Randy Haji has grown as this on TV, I'm so proud about him and those things, and then it turns out that Randy Haji is not my son. Charlie.
But how?
Super.
Okay. Now the argument that he draws in, which has to do beyond the issue of trust with the spouses, partners, there is a basic and a very solid point, which is the issue of knowing indeed the identity of that child. Recently we've had issues of baby swaps in hospitals, people coming to steal the babies and all of that. So beyond just the husband-wife trust issue, there is also another issue of whether or not that baby is really yours. Whether Ajua did not come to swap that baby with yours. Is that something we should consider if indeed we are talking about paternity test being true, like being something compulsory?
Yes, it's something we really should consider, because when you're asking the question, I remembered something my mom told me about when she gave birth to my little brother. My mom is very fair. My little brother
is dark.
The direct opposite, like charcoal. Okay, so she said when the midwife finished cleaning up the baby and brought him back, it's like, madam, I didn't change your baby, this is your child. My mother was like, oh, I saw you. I saw the baby come out. I saw what I pushed out. And so that's a tendency, like, this is a very fair woman who has given birth to a dark woman. And there was another woman there who was dark and has given birth to a fair woman, a fair baby. So just imagine, they say, oh, you have changed my child. Okay, that's, ideally, it is a very, very valid, like, you have changed my child. And there will be very, very little, then maybe to avoid everything, we'll just swap the children. Meanwhile, that is not the child. Do you understand? And so that one, dear Randy, me, I can tell you that it happens in the hospitals a lot. The swapping of the babies. That's why nowadays you realize most fathers want to be in the labor ward with their wives, get to see every process. It's not just because they want to offer support to their wives and everything. Some of these things. But you wouldn't want to take a child home and nurture the child, raise the child, and come to find out years later that that's not your child. And that's your child. And this is Ghana. Hospital records, how are you even going to track and know that this child that was swapped, maybe at this time that this birth happened, this person A and person B was in the ward, and so we have to, why are you going to look for the person? Where are you going to look for the person? The systems in which we find ourselves in, everything is possible. The good and the bad. All is possible. And so if you are there, you would have to take proactive steps to safeguard your family. You will see, and so the swapping of the children there, Randy, it happens. Just the same way a child was able to, a baby was missing from the labor ward and was found in somebody's house. Yeah, that's the same way they can swap the children too.
We'll be speaking to somebody, a marriage counselor, on this issue as well, to get more, I mean, deeper perspective on this, if indeed that is even allowed or not. But now I mentioned that this also has a tendency of breaking homes apart, in the sense that if yes, the result comes out and what you guys have all been waiting for proves otherwise. Here is a man who is happy that my wife has put to bed, and then further tests on that same day or the following or a week after reveals that Charlie, the baby no be on. That will break the home.
One person will have to answer,
and that certainly will be the woman, and that will be pressure on her.
No, that means you were not faithful to the man, or you were pregnant and you decided, okay, bluebird, this one can take care of the child, so give it to you. You go and look for the father of the child. You go look for the father of the child. One person would have to answer, because imagine, Randy, you have kids, antenatal. Every time they go and come, there's something you have to pay and have to buy. List for the labor ward. There's always something you have to pay for before delivery. If the mother is going to go through CES, the cost is different. If it is natural birth, the cost is different. You have to pay a lot of bills. By the time the child comes, you have incurred a whole pool of debts. You foot all those bills, pay for all those things, only for you to run paternity tests and the child is not yours. No, heads must roll, and somebody definitely must answer.
Okay.
And you see, when we start making this thing a very normal thing to do, now women who are very, very reckless, live reckless life and think that they miss a period and now have to compare, okay, this one can take up the child, so go and give the child to Kwame, meanwhile it's Kwame's child. They will start rethinking. Because believe you me, every woman knows the father of a child. Every woman knows the father of a child. And so you won't go and get pregnant and go and look for an address. Let's save our men some of these things. But they also go through a lot. Imagine all those midnight cravings that men have to be walking about town looking for God knows what for their wives. Weird combinations. The man will go through all of those things. That's what you're using as what Yakubu. You know very well that that child is not for this man, but you are making him go up and down. And I heard one man said that the wife was craving for fresh bread and coconut water somewhere around 10 p.m. Where's the man going to get fresh bread?
And only for him to realize
the child is not yours.
Fresh bread.
It's a serious matter.
You see, those ifs and delilahs.
Yeah, it's true.
So if we normalize this paternity test, most of this nonsense will stop.
But for me, I have a different view though.
That's
one thing about me, what I don't know, what I have not seen,
I should know.
What I have not heard, won't bother me. So I don't mind.
So you'd rather raise
I prefer it's okay.
You'd rather want to raise a child
that is not mine.
And then he gets something like 16 years and then now his father will decide to appear out of nowhere.
Or yours is like nobody will appear, you wouldn't know.
Yes, so nobody will appear.
If you don't know, then it's yours.
Yes, I don't know.
Okay.
But of course, what's the guarantee that nobody will appear? My dad will always tell you
if
that
nobody appears, the woman will even one day say it.
I mean, and this is my dad's issue. He always tells us that a child definitely will ask for the father one day, regardless. the father will also one day look for that child. You get, because the traces will be to the woman, and of course the man will know that, but I've had something to do with you before. But that is it. Now you give the chance to the child to make a decision. Fair enough. At that time, yes, you'll be hurt, you'll be disappointed and pained, but weigh it out and see, will the pain at that time be severe as it will be from the initial stages or the very beginning? Because a woman just put to bed, maybe at the time of discharge, you know the trauma women even go through during labor and all of that.
It's better to take all the pain in at once.
Charlie, me, you feel that?
So to have a gene now, gene preku.
I mean, at the early stage, you don't even know.
So that you will go
much
through
about the child,
postpartum, everything, then you go through all the pain together. You will be fine.
That will be difficult for the woman to take.
She will survive. She has survived labor pain. Labor pain is that one that she can survive. Randy.
Charlie,
what pain would a woman go through? What pain are you talking about?
The man abandoning her together with the child.
She didn't anticipate that.
The woman knows that you are not the father.
But the man should be.
I agree. But I'm saying that.
Justice for the man.
But for 9 months, hold on, guys. But for 9 months, you kept that pregnancy at home. You slept with that pregnancy at home. You did everything for that pregnancy. Why can't you take that child?
You can. I mean, people go to adopt all this.
Exactly.
Live with that. But then the fact is, like I said,
so no need asking for a paternity test.
It's a denial of trust.
Why should there even be?
Do you understand?
Why should there even be a question on trust?
There should be, because trust is what is what keeps a relationship. It's not even love. It's trust and respect. The love is at the initial stage when you see the person in the beginning, what you do. But going forward, what will keep the relationship is the trust and then the respect we have for each other. So if you disrespect me and at that you deny my trust, then there's no need for me to keep your child. You understand? So it's better you tell me even during the pregnancy stage that, look, this is what I did. If you want to stay with me, stay with me. If you can't, then you leave. That is better than you giving birth and later you find out, okay, so why can't I live with you? No, for that one I won't do that. Tell me at the pregnancy stage, this is what I did. Maybe in your absence I was forced to do this and this, and so this pregnancy is not yours. But if you still want to keep me, I'll be glad, because I want to live with you. That is fairness. You've respected me. You want to still keep my trust, and I'll trust you because you've opened up to me. But don't give birth and then after testing I realize that you are not, the child is not mine, and you still expect me to live with you, and you, the woman, will be in shock. No. You knew what you're doing, and you know that the child is not mine. The baby you are carrying is not mine.
Godwin, there comes a time, I say Godfrey, there comes a time where women go beyond, some women go beyond their barriers. Why am I saying that? Because of the external pressure, societal pressure. So family is saying, oh, Melevijigbewa, you know, go born. Oh, when are we having our grandchild? You know, so that sort of pressure, the external pressure that will be on the woman. So women, or some, might likely won't go out and have this happen
because their husband can't or is impotent.
Well, maybe not in all cases.
If so why would you go out? If your husband is capable of impregnating you or giving you a child, so why would you go out?
But I know some men also hide. They know they're not going to do one.
So
but they will pretend.
There are sometimes some people can be in a marriage.
How many men can own up and say they are impotent?
How would you know?
You won't own up, you see?
No, but how would you know if you've not tested?
You see,
So maybe
exactly the point. Now I'll get to you though.
From maybe your youthful age to the time you got married, you've never impregnated any woman before. Meanwhile, you've been having unprotected sex.
Yeah.
You've never thought of it, that what's happening?
No, I mean not everybody.
Yes.
So I'll give you plethora of examples.
Okay.
I know this guy who has been very, you know,
he thinks he's mastering it.
Yeah,
but then you should.
But he has never.
At least, if
not even a single woman came up.
If out of 5, you should think that at least one should accuse you of, oh, Charlie.
None. The guy I'm talking about, none. Not even one.
So you should.
So how do you describe that guy as
So
impotent?
test yourself. Just go and test the, how do you call it?
The potency.
Yes.
of your sperm.
Maybe you may have some low sperm count.
Okay.
So test it. If you are sure that you don't have it, you can impregnate. Then fair enough.
Okay.
You understand?
Now I don't know what you want to say on that.
Let me conclude. There are situations that the fault is not the woman, it's the man. But in marriage, because the woman has tested and feels like, oh, okay, is there any way to even check the potency of a woman, fertility of a woman?
Yeah.
If yes, but the men will not test. So we always blame the women. So what
and that is why I'm saying that sometimes the blame on the women, that is where they go out.
So what they will do is, okay, let me try another man and see.
Yeah.
They will try and then get
bam.
Then now they won't get the courage to or tell their man that, Charlie, I've been with you for 6 years. You're unable to produce, but when I went out for just a minute, I'm pregnant.
But who can do that?
Yes,
nobody can do that.
So now tell me, tell me that, okay, now the man will realize that, okay, the fault is not yours by me. So then, whether I will keep it or not, fair. In the Bible, when Sarah was unable to give birth, what did she say? Abraham, you are getting too old. Go in for your maid.
Okay. The story about Ishmael?
Exactly.
Okay. I understand we have... Now, you want to come in on that?
Let's Pastor Kojo.
Let's speak to him first. Yes. Don't forget your thoughts on that.
I won't forget.
And don't bash us too much on that. We have Pastor Kojo Kwashi joining us. He is a counselor as well, and also a media practitioner. Pastor, good morning. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. How are you?
Good morning, Randy. It's good having me. It's a blessing and it's always an honor to be here.
Very well. Pastor, let's first of all pick your initial reactions to this. Should it be compulsory? Running a paternity test, should it be compulsory? What do you think of this?
Okay. Like you said, like you introduced me, I'm a pastor, so naturally I will have to do some biblical quotations, right? I need to put it into biblical perspective. When you read Hebrews chapter 13, verse 4, it says that marriage should be honored by all, and the marriage bed kept undefiled, for God will judge the sexually immoral and adulterous. Secondly, let me quote something from Malachi. When we read the book of Malachi, chapter 2, you will find out that even scripture speak heavily on the issue of paternity test. He says, yet you ask why? Is it because the Lord has been a witness between you and the wife of your youth, against whom you have broken faith? Though it is your companion and your wife by covenant, has not the Lord made them one, having a portion of the Spirit, and by one, because he seeks godly offsprings being the key. So marriage, apart from it being a covenant, is to bring out offsprings, right? If you hear the story of even Jesus Christ, when Mary took seed, angels had to go prove the paternity test and say that, hey, Joseph, do not leave Mary because she's pregnant and you know it's not yours, but because the child she's carrying has a paternity test of God. I hope you get it. So now scripture is clear. Why would you want to break trust? Often at times, if it is the two of you agreeing that, oh, I cannot give birth, go and do it, that's a different thing. But you cannot break the trust, go and have child and offspring of our marital by breaking the honored bed. Then there's a problem. And that is why even the Bible was more written in the patriarchal time. It was written in a manly language. So if there's anything concerning paternity test, just as we pay dowry before we marry, paternity test should be compulsory. Though our law says differently, but I've quoted two scriptures which alludes to the fact that it is important you know the child you are bringing. Godfrey just made a biblical analogy about Sarah and Abraham, right? And also stated that they both agreed. So therefore, if there is going to be anything concerning paternity test, I'm sure if the woman doesn't tell the husband before the child comes out, I believe that paternity test should be made compulsory. Though there are schools of thought, and I know you have stated some, you have alluded to some, but most often, yes, if you don't know, any time, but your culture, the people you live around, the environment which we live around will tell you, and you become hurt later when you find out. So it is important that the spouse are able to discuss the source of the child. Is it the father's or it is not? We need to know all this at the beginning.
Now, also the point is that knowing this is likely to break that home. Would you rather have that, or yes, keep quiet, take your child or take the baby and move on with life? Because at the end of the day, love superintends over every other thing. Don't you agree to that school of thought also?
I believe that a prevention of paternity fraud and deception should also be looked at.
Okay.
I believe that protection of men from raising children that are falsely told that they are theirs. Men will genuinely, I beg your pardon, take care of the children. But only the mother knows the father of the child. So if you find out later or you find out at birth, which one would be better? Like our dear sister said, a blow that is inevitably yours, the earlier you encountered it, the better. So so you need to know now. If I raise another man's child knowingly, it is better for me than raising another man's child unknowingly.
Now, also for the repercussions, especially on that child, should that not be a major factor for? I mean, before you even consider this,
that should have been the thought of the mother, not or the thought of both parents. So if there is one who is playing. If let's assume the child grows, you've taken care of the child grows, and now tells you that you are not my father. Your years of wasted resources, what happens? So therefore, I am not saying yes. If Godfred was saying that adoption is allowed, right? If the child is not mine, you tell me, oh, this baby, unfortunately. I cheated on you, I committed adultery, I have a child out of wedlock, and I'm adopting that child, that's okay. But you don't tell me we are married, you've gone to your ex, you've gotten pregnant, and you are pinning it on me now. No, then I believe that the laws should start. As the Bible says, the offspring should be a godly offspring. And like you discussed the last time, bringing up a child into this world is not only about biological, it's societal, it is economical, brother. It is, you've considered the genotypes, the disease in the paternal family and the maternal family. Then all of a sudden the child begins to get into things that you, the father, don't have in your lineage. It becomes a problem. So therefore, I believe that we should find out earlier enough and work with it. We cannot assume. Have you considered men who have been defrauded paternally? Do you know what they go through? I have had the opportunity of being a trauma therapist. I organize trauma healing clinics. And I can tell you, a lot of men are going through things. But because our culture says that, bury men soon, oh men, you're a man, hold it, it will be well. So many are dying in secret. You understand? So I believe that it is important that we culture says that. we go through some of these things and we make it legal. It is important you are discussing this, but let's not leave it at this. Let us push. Parliament must introduce the paternity test compulsory, and you see a lot of faithfulness in marriages beginning to erupt. People will know that, hey, if I cheat on my husband, unfortunately, I am going to be found out at birth. So people will now be careful. But if you say that, it is my right, your right is destroying somebody's future.
Yeah.
So
Also, before you conclude, before you even conclude, I've just received a message from one of our ardent viewers, Madam Victoria Akbeli. That's actually my mom as well. She says that I married a single mom who had, somebody sent it to her, who had a 3-year-old daughter and took good care of them. We later had 3 kids of our own. No one could tell that I wasn't the dad of my stepdaughter. I love her and train her in the best college. She's now 27 years old, medical doctor. Now let me fast track to where the interesting part comes in. It says that some few days to the wedding of my daughter, she told me that she would want her biological father to walk her down the aisle, and her mother supported her. This was the father who didn't offer any help to the child all these years. They met again 6 months ago. After 24 years of my sweat, he wants to reap where he didn't sow, and I didn't argue with them. I called all the vendors, canceled the arrangement, and collected my money. I told them to tell the father to pay for the goods and services. I traveled outside the country. Did I do wrong? Also, that's somebody's twist to the whole conversation. Yes. So for 24 years, this man has been taking care of a supposed daughter. Like a stepdaughter. Yeah.
This man willingly did that.
Yeah.
But you see what is happening at the end. So you raise someone who you believe is yours, and tomorrow you begin to hear this, it will become very disheartening.
Yeah.
It will become very painful.
Yeah.
You see, sometimes we want to play religion, but religion is logical, or Christianity is logic. You must apply all your senses. And everything God has laid it down. I read for you Malachi chapter 2, verse 1, verse 14. You will find out that, see, the marriage was created for covenant and for offsprings. You have broken the covenant part. The offspring must be known. Let me tell myself, though it is not my child, I am ready to raise it, so that whatever consequences coming in the future, I am ready to bear it. But you don't tell me, and after 30 years, a man walks in. After 20 years, a man walks in.
After 24 years.
So that is the father. 24 years, this is the father. And he must now walk you down the aisle. Where was your father when I was walking you down the school? Where was your father when I was doing all this? You see, some of these things, when you speak to men, you realize that we need to be very tact in handling some of these things. And I believe that the man or men need a voice now. If men commit adultery and give birth out of wedlock, society backs them. So why do we want to cover it? Because it's the feminine gender. I hope you get it. And many times some of these things have happened. And I made this analogy from beginning that even Jesus Christ, when Mary took seed of Jesus, angel had to come down and confirm paternity test. If it wasn't important, you think the angel would have come? So Joseph wanted to leave Mary, and if Joseph had left Mary at that time, Mary would have been stoned to death. That was the law, that was the custom. So the paternity test must be confirmed by the angel. Then Joseph said, okay, I have accepted. Imagine when Jesus was 12 years old and they asked, why did you do this to us? Why did you leave us? He said, don't you know I must be by my father's house? What do you think Joseph will be feeling? Would Joseph have taken? Do you know that after that we never heard of Joseph again in the Bible again? After Jesus said that Don't you know I have to be about my Father's business? In fact, anytime I read that portion, my heart sinks. So I even had this conversation with my 10-year-old children that, hey, if tomorrow someone comes that is your father, remember, the blood is thicker than water. It means that the bond you and I share are better than the womb you come from.
Yeah.
So therefore, I believe that we need to start talking about paternity tests. We need to know if we are the fathers at the beginning. Mothers will know that they are the mothers. Imagine you're a mother, you give birth. Let me conclude. Imagine you're a mother, you give birth, and your baby is swapped by the nurses at birth. How would you feel? That is the pain the father feels. It's like you have swapped me at the beginning. And what would the Lord do if a nurse swaps a baby at childbirth and they catch him? What will happen?
Okay, very well. Also, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you so much.
It's always an honor. Thank you so much.
Very well. Pastor Kojo Kwashi Jr. is the head pastor at the Porters Hand Ministry, Assemblies of God, also jumping on this conversation. The mother in this situation was and I think we can activate the phone lines, right? 055-269-7939 is the number. Let's hear from you as well. What do you think of this conversation? But quite a number of messages. The mother in this situation was very intentional about making sure that even though another man was taking care of her child, she wanted the biological father of her daughter to be recognized and acknowledged, even if not by others, but by the daughter in question, which is sad. Okay. Another one here. A paternity test at birth has nothing to do with suspicion or accusation. It has everything to do with certainty, and certainty serves the child first. Think about what a birth certificate is. It's a foundational document: inheritance, citizenship, custody, child support, insurance. All of it rests on that piece of paper being accurate. So why do we treat the most important fact on it as something we simply assume? In every other area of medicine and law, we verify. Here we guess. Consider a child's own interest. A family medical history is only as good as it is true. If we don't know a child's real genetic line, we may screen for the wrong inherited risks and miss the right ones. That's not a small thing that can follow a person for a lifetime. Oh, Charlie, why? Plenty message there, why? Long one.
Continue reading.
Oh, I'm tired. And here is the part people forget. Hospitals make honest mistakes. Babies get mixed up. Samples get mislabeled. A routine test is simply a safeguard on the system itself. Now, some worry this singles families out or breeds distrusts. But the answer to that is precisely to make it universal and routine. When it's standard for everyone, no one is accused of anything. It becomes as ordinary as the newborn hearing test. This isn't about doubts between two parents. It's about giving every child a record that's true, a medical history that's accurate, and a legal footing that's solid from day one. We owe them that certainty. Okay, that's coming from Alhaji Karim. Karim, thank you. Very lengthy one. It took me 5 minutes to read this, and I had to take my time and read it so that we can understand the message. But that's it. I mean, I think that yes, indeed, from all indications, what you guys have mentioned is something to go. We'll take a quick break, and when we return, shall we answer some calls? Right? Let's have a deal. So let's take a break. When we return, we answer some calls from our viewers. Stick and stay with us.
dance for the whole new vibe. Make we set the place. Oh yeah, come alive. Let me hear you.
Puma Drinks, a whole new vibe. Another quality product from Casa Precon.
This advert is FDA approved.
When I saw his face slipping, I knew it was a stroke. I called an ambulance immediately to save the life we've built together.
The way her arm was hanging down wasn't right. I insisted to go straight to the hospital to save a mother and a family.
The way he was talking when the ambulance arrived alerted us. I rang ahead so the hospital staff were ready to save precious time in the future.
Welcome back. Thank you for still staying with us right here on WoezorTV, and this is the WoezorTV Breakfast Cafe. We're having a conversation on paternity test, whether it should be compulsory. You listen to our guest, Pastor Kochukwashi. He added his voice. He added part of the Bible, and it means that right from the very beginning, right, this has been ordained, because even with the story of Jesus Christ, there was a message that went all the way to Joseph to notify him that, you young man, don't worry, your wife is safe. She's carrying the spiritual. Imagine it happened in our generation. Somebody walked to you and says your wife is pregnant with somebody else's blah 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 blah, and all of that. But what do you think, you watching from home, your office, or wherever you are, what do you think of this particular conversation? Should it be compulsory? I think this came up in Parliament or so. Yeah, it came in Parliament. They discussed it, whether or not there should be some legislation for that as well. What do you think? You watching 055-269-7939 is the number. You can also send us a text on the same number, either as an SMS or WhatsApp message. I think we have a first caller. Good morning.
Good morning.
Please, your name and where you calling us from?
I prefer to call my name Mrs.
Okay, Mrs. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from just near you here.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yes. I just tuned in to the WoezorTV, and then I was listening to this paternity test something, and somebody sent you a message, right?
Yeah.
I know those who know me will know my voice.
Okay.
But fast forward, you were talking about biblical thing, Bible thing, whatever thing. I'm 47 now.
Okay.
I've been in a relationship for 5 years and married for 16 years.
Okay.
We've not had a child. I had one before getting married, and my daughter is 19 now. And along the line, because of the distance between me and my husband, we don't live together. So, actually, the one who took care of me to school after secondary school, when I wanted to go forward, was staying around here.
Okay.
So I decided to move from Accra to say thank you, to appreciate what he has done for me.
Okay.
A lot of people know this story in Hope. I have been telling them. And we never quarreled, nothing. For 32 years now, though I'm married, I'm still seeing him. I've been pregnant several times, but sometimes it affects me in a way, and I say, no, let me abort it, and then I will. It got to a time I started having miscarriages rather on 3 occasions. So I decided, I told my husband, look, let's go for a test. We went, and then my husband had azoospermia. He cannot father a child. When we came back to the house, I told my husband, look, I have a confession to make, but if you will forgive me before I tell you what I'm going to tell you. He said, go on. And what happened? I told him, look, all the miscarriages, all the whatever, I realized they were not yours. But I didn't mention who it was. Do you know what he told me? Why didn't you tell me? If you had told me, we would have kept it and nobody would have known. Because he has no child, and my husband is the best man ever. Even if I die today and go and come back, I'll still marry him. You understand? So if you tell your husband the truth, he might forgive you, and whatever you people are covering up, you can cover up. I'm still menstruating, and I'm still hoping to have a child. Are you getting my point? I'm still hoping to have a child at all costs for him because he's a good person. I don't want him to die without a name, leaving any memory behind. Okay. So at all costs, I'm going to do it.
Okay.
If God doesn't give me, fine. But this paternity test whole thing, it shouldn't be compulsory. If the person says do it, then we do it.
Okay.
Yes, because I am covering his shame.
Okay. Okay.
He's a good person and I want to cover that shame.
Okay.
So if I should go with my ex today and I should be pregnant again, I'll tell my husband point blank because he's so close to my ex right now. They are like brothers. My husband knows, but he pretends he doesn't know. Okay. If I go for any program and I go with him, I tell him, I call him. Even we do conference call. And if my ex is listening right now, he would know he's the one I'm talking about. I wish I could even visit your place and tell you the story, my story, for you to have a program on my story.
We can arrange that. Yes, I think we can arrange that.
Okay. I'm burying my mom.
Okay. All right. Sorry, I think we lost her, but yes, I mean, honesty in relationships also matter, right? She says she openly confronted her husband and told him the truth that daddy, husband, the baby, blah 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 blah, be on, and the man understood it, right?
Yes.
So I mean, they know both parties now are fully aware.
I think she did it at the right time too.
Yeah.
Because after the test to know that the man was impotent, sort of. That's when she opened up. At that moment, the man has nothing to do than to accept it.
Yeah.
Because he can't.
Yeah.
So probably he will have to, go with it. And so that's what I said. Trust in relationship is the key.
Yeah.
Don't do anything to reach the trust.
Yeah.
That is the most important thing.
Yeah.
Because a man will entrust everything in you, the woman. You understand? A man builds a home not for anything but for the wife and the children. So when you're coming home, you want to see the wife and our children, you understand? So I don't want to be I don't want to be a father to somebody, maybe, I don't know, and pretend to be like, I know, you understand? So let's the truthfulness be the first thing. Be plain with your man.
From the very beginning? From
the very beginning.
Okay. I think we have another caller.
Yes, okay.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Boss, your name and where are you calling us from?
Please, my name is Gerald. I'm calling from Ahafo region.
Okay,
Gambia number 2.
Okay, let's hear you. Go ahead.
Please, I think paternity test should be compulsory.
Why?
Because most men are dying these days because of that. Most ladies go out and do all sorts of things and come and hide it from the man. At the end of the day, they come out to say that you are not the father, of the child. Just like that. And people, society will take it that way. So to my best of knowledge, it should be compulsory.
Okay.
Right. This argument will go on because the ladies will say no, men will say yes. Because why? It goes against men, it favors the women.
But I am a man and I'm saying no.
You are one out of maybe 10.
I don't want to know.
It's not like you just don't want to do because of the heartbreaks and all those things. But
because I can't take it.
But those of us that can take it, you will say yes, let's go. But the woman will say no. The woman just said she was covering. She did that to
the shame. Hold on to that. That part of it, that's where I would want Na to come in with her pink dress.
Hello.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning. Yes, please, your name and where you calling us from?
I'm Eunice from Toledo.
Okay, Eunice, let's hear you. I think you are quite far from the phone. If you can speak up a little bit.
Okay.
All right, go ahead.
Talking of the paternity test, somehow we should consider the women as well. If it is possible, that DNA thing can be done before the baby is born. And if it is not possible, after birth and the paternity test is going on, it could be both parents. It could be possible that the baby was what? So at the early stage, you could know that, no, this is not my child, and this is not the mother, this is not the father. So at the early stage, you find solution to it, rather than waiting for the child to grow old and then you come out that it's not the father, it's not the mother. So I think both sides should be considered.
Okay, very well. Eunice, thank you for calling as well. 055-269-7939 is the number. Let's hear from you as well before we wrap it up.
Yeah, let me be on the side of the women. You see, men cheat a lot.
No, it's not true. Not all men. Women cheat too.
Men cheat. Women cheat with men. So men cheat a lot, but there's no evidence to prove. Of course, if you say women cheat, they cheat with men. So yes, I know you have a caller.
Some men
men cheat. Married men cheat. They cheat a lot, but there's no evidence to prove it because they will not come home with pregnancy.
Charlie.
So if you make DNA compound, it will not fake.
Let's pick this caller. You are not talking. The guy will not talk again. Government will not talk again. Good morning.
Hello.
Good morning, sir.
Hello, good morning.
Please, your name and where are you calling us from?
Yeah, my name is Wilson. I'm calling from outside Bush.
Okay, Wilson, let's hear you.
I think this whole paternity test is in the compulsory.
Okay.
Because I remember it's one of the things that here after of mine. You look after a child and the child is after SS before the mother told him that he's not the rightful father of the child. And that actually is that's what lead to his death. So I think this whole paternity testing should be made compulsory so that from the very beginning fathers will know they are not the rightful father. When you are taking care of the child, you know you are taking care of someone's child. Not after you taking care of the child is grown up, then you get to know you are not the rightful father. That can lead to your death. And that actually helped lead to my uncle's death. So for me, I support that this thing should be made legal. So our fathers will know from the very beginning.
Thank you so much for your call. He also believes that he has called from Ashaliboche, so he says that it should be compulsory. Karim says men don't cheat, we are polygamous.
What is polygamous?
So you can have more than one wife.
No, but what about the women? So society doesn't want to be fair to women. So you can cheat, but the woman cannot
cheat.
How? You should accept that they have feelings like we have. They see a man and be like, oh, this man is what I want.
Is it a society or?
Yes, the society is not favoring women.
So the same way men
we have the chance to go out and do what you want to do.
But women don't.
They can't. Why?
Hardly do you see. Okay, sorry. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Boss, your name and where you calling
from Siani.
The name again?
I'm Emmanuel. I'm calling from Siani.
Okay, Ima, let's hear you.
Yeah, please. Our contribution is: why should we get to a point where that a child will be born, even before going to the marriage? You do a fertility test, like to avoid all this blame game as to whose son or whose daughter is this. So before entering into the marriage or relationship, you know for yourself if either you can give birth. If you know for yourself if you can't give birth, I think our hospitals can do as good enough.
So Ima, the point here is that the conversation is just not even about before, but after that baby is put to bed. If the woman delivers, the baby grows 10 years, 15 years, 20 years later, that's when fathers or parents now get to know that that child I have fathered for 5 years, 10 years is not my child. That is the issue.
That, and that's completely betrayal.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's completely betrayal, because we entered into the relationship or into the marriage in the purpose or with the intent of giving birth. So if you get to realize that I can't do it or I can't give birth, for the sake of one reason or another, okay, we are going for adoption, but not for you to Nicodemously go for other relationship and give birth, and later on, like 10 years, like it's a complete betrayal.
Yeah,
completely betrayal, and it is going to be hurtful. That's why most men are saying that I don't even want to know.
Okay.
Because it will send you to your early graves.
Yeah.
Honestly speaking.
Yeah.
So that's my contribution. Thank you.
Very well. Thank you. Thank you so much for your time as well. That's your contribution. We appreciate it. Maybe we can pick some 2 more calls and then we wrap this session up. 055-269-7939. 055-269-7939. What I don't know won't kill me. What I've not seen won't kill me. What I've not heard won't kill me.
Sometimes what you don't know will kill you slowly. One will say, I don't want to die fast, but then what you don't know can also kill you at your blind side. Yes, you need to know your environment. You need to know where you're operating. So don't accept that what you don't know will not kill you. It can kill you.
Okay. Good morning. Hello.
Our nurses are doing us a lot of the service. I was changed at the what they call Hollywood. Yes, but the nurse on duty negligently left my mother for what reason? So when the baby was coming, my mother said she saw my head, she saw me, because that time they used Macintosh. So there is another patient from theater, she was recovering. So when the baby came, this nurse just sent me to another place and brought another child. So when my mother, they finished everything and they brought the baby, my mother said, this is not my child. It became a big issue. I was born in 1963. Look at that time. So only God knows how many children Nicodemously nurses have faced their destiny. The mother might be innocent, but the nurses, please, our nurses are doing, especially the midwives, are doing us a lot of this service. Because when they change your daughter or your son, you won't know. So when the man goes to do the paternity test, then it means you were not faithful to your husband. So they should look at the nurses very well. It really hurt my soul.
Yeah.
And in my regards to that beautiful lady at your end, speak saying, because of her, I listen to this patient.
Okay, we appreciate it.
Speak with wisdom.
Yeah.
Tell her I love her.
Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much. Bye. Charlie, serious matter. Hospital care.
But me care.
But it's a serious one. No, so just wait. Now that we even have tech, that is when we are hearing more of the stories. Imagine the 1960s, like she's mentioning.
Yeah. Let's pick this call.
The last call, Or we beg for time, so we extend it.
Hello.
Good morning. Hello, good morning.
Yes, good morning, Randy and Co. This paternity test is not easy. I want to contribute. I'm calling from Castle, Anastasia.
Okay, go ahead, Anastasia. Go ahead.
Randy.
Yeah.
It's this paternity test legalization.
Yeah.
I don't think it will work. It depends on the individuals. The man and the man and the wife.
The wife.
They decided to do it because they are not sure of each other.
But Anastasia, the argument that
trust their children.
Anastasia, the argument that the last caller even mentioned that sometimes in the hospital at a point of delivery, out of negligence or whatever, there seem to be some swap at times. So isn't it also okay to have the test run so that you know that on and on the baby you are taking home it's for me or not?
Yes, that is what I'm saying. It depends on the two partners.
Okay.
Deciding to do that.
Okay.
Because if you say you should legalize, meaning every child that is born must be tested.
Yeah.
Every child that is born must be tested. So over here, it's not like doubting the woman.
Yeah.
But it's about surety that we are taking our baby home, which is ours.
Yeah.
Are you getting my point?
Yeah.
Others are saying women cheating. That is why they are doing the paternity. But I want it should be legalized. It should be said that we want to be sure of the baby we are taking home. That is why we are doing the paternity test. But it shouldn't be the doubting of the woman.
Okay. That way, yeah.
Are you getting what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get it.
Yes, for every home to be safe, let's do it to be sure we are taking our child home. But not doubting your wife.
Okay.
But others too who don't trust will definitely go ahead and do their right thing to be sure of it.
Okay. Very well. Very
because
well.
I know a woman whose husband doesn't pay attention much and she always take medicine to sleep. And fortunately, one guy working with the man noticed that the woman has been taking medicine. Whenever the husband is at meeting and busy and not at home. And he one day sneaking, knocking at the madam's door. The madam wasn't waking up. And he entered, had an affair with the wife.
Oh.
The woman said it's the son that they have given birth to. But the husband says no. Because some test is proven. The woman has to be quarantined, and even she was crying, that's the son. Until the guy owned up that he passed the back door and slept with the wife. And the man said it's his fault. But what they have to do is take the child out of the house. And the woman said, never, that's my son. So at that stage, what do we do?
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
But sometimes the women too don't know.
Yeah.
So,
all right. Anastasia, thank you. I think your point is well noted. So beyond the issue of faithfulness, trust, and what have you, there is also another reality to it. Charlie, but some men too, why somebody's wife, then you take advantage of the situation like that, no? That's why. Okay. But can we pick the last call and then, can we pick the last call and then we end it there? I think this conversation will still continue. It will linger on. The debate will be on in your homes, your offices, the market, or wherever. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Please, your name and where you calling us from?
My name is Abdul. I'm calling from Tamale.
Okay, Abdul, let's hear you.
Okay. Yeah. Hello.
Oh, Abdul, please move away from the TV. I beg you.
I've actually even off it.
Okay, so go ahead.
Yeah. Regarding this issue, my take is that paternity test is a dicey thing, and to enforce it on people may be deleterious, to be frank. The fact is that if there's any doubt that maybe a child doesn't belong to you as a father, I think that maternity test should also be done. Because as the other lady mentioned, there could be a child swap and not necessarily that your spouse cheated on you. So the mother should also be tested to affirm that the child actually belongs to her. And if that happens, then it's evident that maybe she cheated on you. But to just take paternity test alone and be doing without doing maternity test, where there's the possibility that a child swap might have happened, it will not be fair to the ladies too.
Okay, very well.
So that's That's my take.
All right, Abdul, thank you so much for calling and adding your voice to the conversation as well. We appreciate your time as well. Rather unfortunate we don't have time to answer more calls. We would have to end the session here, but we appreciate all those who called, those who had attempted to call. Unfortunately, time wouldn't allow us to continue. Maybe some other time we will have a deeper conversation on it. We can even get a health person to speak to it from the health perspective as well. But guys, let's wrap up quickly now in 30 seconds.
In 30 seconds.
So we don't chop.
Use my contribution time to pick calls.
So we don't chop into other time.
Well, yes, very necessary. But again, you see, earlier when Godfrey was making submission, he was talking about the whole Abraham, Sarah, Hagar thing. That when Sarah realized she wasn't getting pregnant, she asked Abraham to sleep with the maid and no. And the woman also made. See, instead of when you people are dating, you make yourself into artists and be asking what is your favorite color and your favorite flower and things. Why don't you rather invest that time into having some of these conversations? Get to know where your partner stands on these things. Churches actually require you to do tests before getting married. How about adding the fertility test to it?
Yeah, it's part.
Not all of them do it, That is why some of them are surprised later.
Well, but I know. I mean, I know it has always been part.
So you go and do
run series of tests. Yeah.
The lady to go and do her pelvics and whatever test. So you know where you stand. If you are ready to go into it, or for better for worse, you are starting your worst early. You know that you are getting with your worst before the better comes. You see, but this whole thing of DNA paternity testing, left to carry alone, it should be made compulsory. Thank you.
Okay. Godfrey.
Like she just said, and I also started from the beginning, it should be there. Being compulsory, of course, you can also object it. Like the Caslander said,
Caslander is somebody from Kaswa.
Yeah.
Take it or leave it.
Casland. And so it should be also an approval from both partners that we agree. Like you yourself, you're scared, you should agree that okay, let's go home with whatever we have. But if you want to be clear that you are going home with your own child but not swapped or different genetic made up of a child, then you are good. No, just early this month we had a report that grown-up twins with two different fathers.
I saw that too.
Yes, BBC reports.
I saw that.
Michelle and her sister. They are twins,
but they have two
just
fathers.
1 or 2 minutes apart, but two fathers. So see, a lot of things can happen, and we've recorded 20 in the whole world. 20 times this thing has happened. So we have
with the issue of twins.
Yes, twins having two fathers. So a lot of things are happening. The world is evolving. We are seeing, because of what we consume and the things, the chemicals and all this, a lot of makeshifts are happening in our genes and things that we never thought could happen. So these are the two ladies.
Oh, okay.
They are twins. Yes, they are twins with
different fathers.
Two fathers. You understand? So let's accept that things are changing. We are not still in the 20 or 30 years ago. So if we are bringing up innovatives and innovations and all this, you accept them. If there's nothing to cover up, let's do the test.
Okay, let's do the test. The two shares believe that Charlie, we should do it. We should do it. Maybe I'll still think about it. But thank you so much for tuning in. We'll take. Okay, so let's do birthdays. Yeah, let's do birthdays. I almost forgot that. Let's do birthdays. Today is what, 29th? 28th.
Be coming down.
And run you.
Be coming down.
So I asked, is today 28th or 29th? So how many days do we have in June? May
31.
So we have 3 days to go.
So first to be Monday. Oh, okay. Right?
Yeah.
First to be Monday.
Exactly so.
First June Monday.
So Friday will be 29th. Okay.
Bajie, good morning.
Saturday.
Okay.
Bajie, we are greeting you. Good morning.
Special good morning to you.
Belated
Jerry Hamanu. Belated birthday. Belated happy birthday to you. Please, you can put his picture on.
Birthday last week.
Is it your birthday?
No, that's your salary.
Godfrey is laughing at the wish.
Leave him alone.
Hey, 2 weeks birthday. Be celebrated.
Jerry Hamanu, belated birthday to you.
You have a missed call.
It It's all good. So let's celebrate some birthdays this morning here on the WoezorTV Breakfast Cafe. Who are we celebrating today? 28th May 2026. If you're celebrating your birthday today, happy birthday to you. Yeah. Let's begin with who are we starting with, in fact, this morning, or I should start. Okay, so let's start with Miss Wendy Na Ajete. Happy birthday to you. This coming from your colleagues at UGMC to you. They say that you are so good at what you do and you affectionately open up to all. We must say that we feel proud having you as a midwife and a colleague to the gynae department. Be great forever. Miss Wendy Na Ajete, happy birthday to you. Away from Wendy, let's see who we are celebrating again this morning. To Paul in Tiamwa, popularly known as Shizzle. It's your birthday today. Happy birthday to you, Paul in Tiamwa, popularly known as Shizzle. Happy birthday to you. May your day be blessed and may your year be blessed too. Have a great year. Have an amazing year. Happy birthday to you, Shizzle. Away from him, let's see who we are celebrating again this morning. Oh, to our ever amazing Dr. Ivan Mweku. Happy birthday to you, sir. Oh, may the Lord bless this new year for you. And may this year be one of your best years yet. We celebrate you so much and we appreciate you for all that you do. Dr. Ivan Mweku, the founder of Real Mighty Foundation, medical doctor, diplomat, amongst many other things. Yeah, Dr. Evans, happy birthday to you. We celebrate you so much. Away from him, let's see who we are celebrating again this morning. To my ever amazing, my ever beautiful, my ever lovely, my ever sweet, ever everything, Lady Millicent, the lassie Tamaklo. Happy birthday to you, Cece. Have a blessed year. Have a great year. Have an amazing year filled with lots of God's love. Yeah. Happy birthday to you. From the entire family, wish you a blessed year, an amazing year, beautiful year. May all that you pray for and all that you hope and wish for be your portion in this year and beyond. Lady Millicent, the lassie Tamaklo, happy birthday to you. Away from Millie, let's see who we are celebrating again this morning. Again to another amazing friend, a boss, and many more. Louise Junior Sir, happy birthday to you. Louise is the digital communications officer of the Apostolic Church Ghana headquarters. So yeah, Louise, happy birthday to you. We celebrate you, we love you, and we appreciate you so much. May this year be one of your best years yet, and may the lines fall in pleasant places for you. The Lord bless this new year for you. So happy birthday to you, Louise Junior Sir. And away from Louise, who are we celebrating again this morning? Another amazing big man there, Mbombo Vanessa Livingston. Happy birthday to you, Vanessa. We celebrate you, we love you, and from the entire Umbrella family, yeah, we celebrate you so much, especially from your people in Setre, Afram Plains constituency. So Mbombo is the personal assistant to Hajia Nasira Afra. That's the member of parliament of the Setre, Afram Plains constituency. So Mbombo, happy birthday to you, bro. We love you so much, and yeah, may this year be a blessed one for you. Cheers to long life, cheers to everything good you have prayed for. Away from him, let's see who we are celebrating again. Okay, so that will be it for birthdays this morning here on the WoezorTV Breakfast Cafe. Please do well to keep your wishes coming in to our WhatsApp number 055-269-7939, 055-269-7939. Let's share in your special day and that of your loved ones. Let's take a quick break. We'll be back with more for you.
Embarrassed. Too embarrassed to speak to a loved one. Too embarrassed to speak to your doctor.
Too embarrassed
when in our lifetime 1 in 4 black men will be diagnosed with prostate cancer. 1 in 12 black men will die from prostate cancer.
Let me repeat that. 1 in 4 black men will be diagnosed with prostate cancer. 1 in 12 black men will die from prostate cancer disease.
1 in 12. That could be your dad, even your older brother, uncle, or grandfather.
You need to make sure they are not embarrassed to speak to you or their doctor about it.
Hey, Dad, have you had your prostate checked out? See? How hard is that? It's easy. Just start the conversation.
Prostate cancer is survivable if caught and treated early enough.
Don't let embarrassment stop you having this important conversation.
You may save someone's life.
Not just your own.
If you're watching this with your friends, you'll probably make a joke.
Because you know what you feel on the inside isn't what you want people to know.
If you have to pretend to be happy,
find someone you trust and tell them.
If you get mad at things and you don't know why, or have thoughts about hurting yourself,
find someone you trust and tell them.
You are never alone when you share. Seriously, people care about you.
It's okay to not understand what you're feeling.
And it's easy to think that you're all alone.
But you don't have to be.
You're never alone when you share. Don't be ashamed to tell someone you trust what you're feeling.
You're not alone.
You are not alone. Find someone you trust and tell them.
Tell a parent.
Tell a teacher. Tell a brother or sister. Or just tell a friend.
You haven't done anything wrong. Talk to someone.
Talk to someone.
It's how things get better.
When I saw his face slipping, I knew it was a stroke. I called an ambulance immediately to save the life we've built together.
The way her arm was hanging down wasn't right. I insisted to go straight to the hospital to save our mother and the family.
The way he was talking when the ambulance arrived alerted us. I rang ahead so the hospital staff were ready to save precious time and the future.
TV report, let's take a look at the headlines. Now let's begin. President John Dramani Mahama has called on Ghanaians to protect the country's long-standing peace and resist all forms of division, extremism and intolerance. Speaking at the National Eid al-Adha celebrations held at the Black Star Square in Accra on Wednesday, May 27, he emphasized that the message of Eid al-Adha is especially relevant at a time when several societies around the world are grappling with conflict, violence and deepening divisions. He noted that Ghanaians continue to distinguish itself as a model of peaceful coexistence where citizens of different religious and ethnic backgrounds live together in harmony.
By all Ghanaians, through his humility, his compassion, his simplicity, his tolerance, and his peace building. Let us emulate these noble virtues in our daily lives too. I especially encourage our young people to remain disciplined, law-abiding, respectful, and responsible citizens. I urge you to also avoid drug addiction. Our nation needs young people who are focused on education, skills, hard work, entrepreneurship, and service to humanity. Distinguished guests, when my administration took over office, we inherited significant economic difficulties that affected businesses, families, and especially young people seeking opportunities. Over the past months, we have worked diligently to stabilize the economy, to restore confidence, and build a stronger foundation for growth and job creation. Today, I'm pleased to report to you that there are signs of recovery and Ghana has renewed hope. Our focus now remains on creating jobs, supporting local enterprises, expanding opportunities for young people, and improving living conditions for ordinary Ghanaians. Through our 24-hour economy policies, skills development initiatives, apprenticeship programs, and industrial transformation agenda, we aim to create sustainable employment opportunities for our youth. No community will be left behind in this national reset agenda. I'm particularly pleased with the progress we are making with development initiatives in our Zongo communities. Very soon, construction and rehabilitation of roads and other infrastructure projects will begin in several Zongo communities across the country. We are starting with the Sukofedwa Zongo area, the road network, and similar projects will be replicated in other Zongo communities. We are determined to improve infrastructure.
Now moving on, the Chief of Staff Julius Deborah and the Minister for Foreign Affairs Samuel Okujeto Ablakwa have encouraged and assured Ghanaian nationals evacuated from South Africa of the government's support as they return home following renewed xenophobic tensions. The first batch of evacuees arrived safely in Accra on Wednesday, May 27, as part of a government-led evacuation exercise coordinated through Ghana's diplomatic mission in South Africa and the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. A government delegation led by the Chief of Staff and Foreign Minister was at the airport to receive the returnees and oversee their reintegration process. Addressing the evacuees, the Chief of Staff, Julius Deborah, urged them to remain hopeful and optimistic despite the difficult circumstances that forced their return. Foreign Affairs Minister Samuel Okujeto Ablakwa also assured the returnees of comprehensive government support, including medical care, counseling, and financial assistance.
You to Ghana, your own country, to the motherland. Today, the Mahama administration is demonstrating that wherever Ghanaians are, we will make sure you are protected, your dignity is respected, and we will go to the length of this world to bring you back home safely.
I believe sincerely that sometimes God has different ways of opening new doors for us. And so let's be very optimistic. As a nation, we shall always stand by our people, no matter where you find yourself. Be encouraged and believe that it shall all end well.
Akwaba to all of you. Obake, Woezor.
And moving on, in other news, CATS International has commended the Bank of Ghana for suspending a proposed 0.75% wallet-to-bank transfer fee announced by Mobile Money FinTech Limited, the operator of MTN Mobile Money. The fee, which was scheduled to take effect on June 1, 2026, had been placed on hold pending further consultations. In a statement, the West African Regional Director for CATS International, Accra, Apia Kusi Aduma, Marco praised the central bank's intervention, describing it as a timely move that strengthens consumer protection and public trust in the financial system. Katz noted that it does not oppose in principle MMFL's right to review and adjust its fees, stressing that the businesses in competitive markets have a legitimate interest in pricing their services sustainably. However, it emphasizes that any such adjustment must comply strictly with regulatory requirements and uphold fairness to consumers. Now, away from that, the Tema Oil Refinery has taken delivery of approximately 1 million barrels of bunker crude oil aboard the MT Cap Felix as part of ongoing efforts to revitalize its operations. In a statement dated May 27, 2026, the refinery confirmed that the shipments purchased from Shell was supplied through its tolling partner, Fujairah Triangle Commodities Trading, under an arrangement designed to support operational recovery and ensure a steady supply of petroleum products to the Ghanaian markets. According to Toll, the arrival of the crude marks a significant milestone in its efforts to restore consistent refining activity, strengthen national energy security, and reduce Ghana's dependence on imported refined petroleum products. The bunker crude, known for its low sulfur content and favorable refining yields, is expected to be processed into key petroleum products including liquefied petroleum gas LPG, petrol, diesel, kerosene, aviation turbine kerosene, and fuel oil for both domestic and regional markets. Time now for some international news. Now let's get in. Despite a slight slowdown in economic growth in this year due to the war in Iran, Africa's economy outlook remains strong. This, according to the African Development Bank's annual report. Africa's economy's growth will slow this year to 4.2%, down from 4.4% last year, as geopolitical tensions roil supply chains. But the continent's growth is holding firm, the bank said, outstripping Europe and Latin America, and is projected to rebound to 4.4% in 2027. For now, the rising energy and import costs are taking a toll. East Africa, the country's fastest growing region, is projected to ease to 5.9% growth, down from 6.6% in 2025. A rebound to 6.4% is expected next year. Central Africa is one of the few regions expected to improve up to 3.8% from 3.6% last year. Southern Africa remains subdued at 2.1% compared to 2.3% in 2025, weighed down by high energy costs and weakened mining and agricultural inputs. And risks remain significant. The AFDB warned, including 10.4% inflation this year. Now this brings us to the end of the WoezorTV report. Many thanks for staying with us. I am Karen Naoyokoti.
Gentlemen, I've got some bad news and some good news. Okay, the bad news is that your chances of getting prostate cancer are now just 7 to 1. In fact, prostate cancer is killing one man every single hour of the day in this country. Imagine that, 1 every hour of the day. But the good news is, we're forming a team to stop that clock. Men United. It's time men united together to fight prostate cancer, the way women have united against breast cancer. We need to get together and find a cure, as well as better ways to care for the 250,000 prostate cancer sufferers out there. Please, get on side and join us in the fight. Men United versus prostate cancer. We can win this.
My name is Godfred Amwafo. Let's zoom straight to the camp of the Blasters. You know they are preparing for their friendly games in preparation for the 2026 FIFA World Cup, and so of course Coach Carlos Queiroz with the boys, and yesterday he had a pep talk with the guys at the training. He was emphasizing on the intensity of their training and of course urging them to push on and harder because there is a big task ahead of them. Let's listen to the coach and the players at the camp.
Feel that we want to share our feelings with you guys. One count. Ready? Yes. Hey, Jordan, start on this. 2 weeks this morning. I think the training was too strong yesterday. Ready? Yes. Okay, now let's go. Let's go, keepers. Okay, we'll give more than this. On the way back, open. Open the groin.
So our boys are still preparing, and of course you want to see them in good shape for the upcoming 2026 FIFA World Cup. But then let's talk about the GFA, because they're also intensifying their actions and activities to catch Ghanaian players who are based abroad. In fact, if you get them early, it's important and it helps you integrate them into our national team. And so the Football Association, in partnership with the British High Commission in the United Kingdom, then Coach Hen Clapp and Prince Lamona consulting on Wednesday, May 2026, hosted an impactful and interactive parent engagement session at the Ghana High Commission in the United Kingdom as part of an effort to strengthen Ghana's future national teams through early talent identification and integration. The strategic engagement brought together parents of young footballers of Ghanaian heritage born in the United Kingdom, key football stakeholders, and prominent personalities as the Football Association deepened its commitment to building sustainable pathways for dual national talent to represent Ghana at the international level. Leading the high-level engagement, GFA President Kurt Edwin Simon Okreku aligned the long-term vision of the Football Association in identifying, nurturing, and integrating talented UK-born players of Ghanaian descent into Ghana's national team structures at a much earlier stage. Now, in a detailed presentation and lecture, President Simon Okreku passionately articulated the importance of foreign-born Ghanaian players embracing the opportunity to represent Ghana on the international stage, stressing the immense pride, identity, and then legacy associated with wearing the national colors. And so this, we will say, will be a good move, of course, ensuring that yes, we get the players as early as possible. We did not to wait for them to go to make their own decisions before you start chasing them, but at the early stages, when you get them and convince them, they are able to know where they actually hail from and align with our country, Ghana, and as they grow, they still have us in their mind to join us. Now let's talk about Crystal Palace, because they've won their first ever European major title. Yesterday they beat Rayo Vallecano by a goal to 0 to lift the Conference League, the Europa Conference League, and that goal was scored by Gianfilippo Mateta. He scored the only goal in that game. if we can have a take of the highlights of that game in a G3. Now, both teams were competing their first European final, and so the game was a bit cagey in the beginning, with Rayo Vallecano making the early incursions of taking the lead. But of course, the English side, Crystal Palace, were resilient, holding them to a draw in the first 5 minutes. But in the 6th minute, the Frenchman got a chance to put Crystal Palace ahead. And so here is the highlights of that game on your screen. A very interesting one yesterday for Crystal Palace. Now, for the want of time, let's do some quick thing on transfer. Manchester United are in advanced talks to make Atlanta's Brazil midfielder Ederson their first summer signing. Now, multiple sources have told the media that a deal is close to completion, with an initial fee of 35 million euros plus 3 million euro in add-ons, likely for the 26-year-old. Senior United officials play down speculation and say there is still no agreement for Ederson, who has 12 months left on his contract. However, on the day they announced their third quarter profit of 37.7 million euro for 9 months to March 31, and Chief Executive Omar Berrada said he was very positive about the club's progress. It is clear United are eager to build on their unexpected third place finish under new head coach Michael Carrick. United do still owe a huge amount in outstanding transfer fees, which makes up a vast majority of 482 million euro owing in trade and other payables, and underlines the work needed to get their finances in order. But they are determined to be competitive in the transfer market, while pledging not to fall into the trap of offering expensive long contract as they have in the past. United are prioritizing strengthening central midfield this summer after the exit of Casemiro and uncertainty over Manuel Ugarte's future. Now, the player says that he's waiting patiently on Manchester United. Manchester is the team he wants to play, no other team, and so he's running down all calls that are coming through to him that it is Manchester United. Apart from Man U, there's no other team that he would want to go. He wants to fill in the space that Casemiro will be leaving at Manchester United, and that is his priority at the moment. So Man U must capitalize on that and bring the player to Old Trafford. Now, let's do our daily workout facts. Today we are looking at Germany. What do we know about Germany when it comes to the World Cup? Now, Germany has won FIFA World Cup 4 times, and that is 1954, 1974, 1990, and 2014. Germany is the only, or is one of the most successful World Cup nations ever. Alongside Brazil, Italy, and Argentina, Germany has reached the World Cup final 8 times, more than most countries in the 2014 FIFA World Cup. You remember, Germany defeated Brazil by 7-1 in the semi-finals, one of the most shocking matches in football history. Germany won the 2014 World Cup after beating Argentina 0-0 in the final, thanks to Mario Götze's extra time goal. Miroslav Klose is all-time top scorer in FIFA World Cup history with 16 goals. Now, West Germany and East Germany were separated teams before unification in 1990. After reunification, they competed simply as Germany. Germany hosted the FIFA World Cup twice, 1994 and 2006, and so this is something small about Germany, and this time around they are back in the 2026 FIFA World Cup, and so we expect more from them after winning 4 trophies of the for sports. My name is Godfred Amwa. For Evergreen Asanto, I bring you entertainment, so do stay.
Gentlemen, I've got some bad news and some good news. Okay, the bad news is that your chances of getting prostate cancer are now just 7 to 1. In fact, prostate cancer is killing one man every single hour of the day in this country. Imagine that, one every hour of the day. But the good news is, we're forming a team to stop that clock. Men United. It's time men united together to fight prostate cancer, the way women have united against breast cancer. We need to get together and find a cure, as well as better ways to care for the 250,000 prostate cancer sufferers out there. Please, get on side and join us in the fight. Men United versus prostate cancer. We can win this.
Okay, next one. Sit down. Look to camera.
This is what it looks like to be exceptional, to stand out from the crowd, to make history. But what if women didn't have to be exceptional? What if they didn't have to be the first, the best, or the only woman? What if being a female engineer wasn't remarkable? What if women and men could compete as equals? I don't want to make history. I don't want to be the only woman. I want to be one of many.
Your flight is ready to leave.
Sit back and relax and enjoy the flight.
Good morning. You're still watching the WoezorTV Breakfast Cafe. My name is Evergreen Asantua and this is the entertainment update. Now this morning our 2Bs is in the news. Yes, you heard that right there. Ghanaian music duo, and we also have Fuse DG and Sarkodie who are gearing up for a collaboration for you and I. And then Kecha Joshua is also talking about how he ended up in a music video you have seen and the amount that he charged just for the appearance. So there's a more coming your way shortly, but let's start off with the legendary Ghanaian music duo our 2Bs. Now they delivered an electrifying performance at the 2026 Racers Land Festival held in Dreamland Margate in the United Kingdom over the weekend. Now the duo made up of Payday and Omar Sterling headlined the day 2 of the festival alongside international acts including JT, Theodora and J-Lil. Now thrilling thousands of fans with performances of their biggest hits during the festival's 10th anniversary celebration, and you hit that right. So a huge congratulations going out to them. These are some of the things that we love to see. Earlier during the month I told you that they are currently on tour, so wherever you find yourself, just make sure that if you've forgotten the details I gave you, you can hop on their social media platforms and then you can find out where their next stop is going to be. Then you can go and have fun with your friends and your loved ones. Now let's talk about the music that is coming up shortly or very soon, maybe this year, maybe next year, since we haven't had details of that. But Ghanaian stars Sarkodie and Fuse ODG are set to reunite on a new collaboration titled Puppy. Now recorded during Sarkodie's historic concert at the Royal Albert Hall, early snippets of the song have already generated excitement online, with fans describing it as a nostalgic return to the Azonto-inspired sound that helped both artists dominate African music in the early 2030s. things.
What else? Baby, are you into kings? Join my kingdom, be my gangster queen. Your boyfriend don't stand a chance. I told him, sit down, make her intervene. Puppy. On him, I said, what my mother come? I'm meant to make it, I cannot up on the channel.
Now, I am one of the few people who can't wait to see what this song is about, what it entails, the lyrics, even the beat is telling us that it is definitely going to be a vibe and definitely a hit song that we have been anticipating for. So I'm greatly here anticipating and cheering them on. I can't wait to see and hear the entire sound and what they have prepared or cooked for you and I, and we are definitely going to make sure that we eat that bowl up. So away from that, Ghanaian musician Café Joshua, now he has also revealed that he received 80,000 Ghana cedis to appear in Papi Kojo's customer music video, despite their long-running social media feud. Now, speaking during an interview, Joshua explained that the appearance was purely business, adding that he left the set immediately after shooting his scenes without interacting with Papi Kojo. Now, the question is, how is that possible? But there's a video to this.
Papi Kojo, but JB did very
in the video be about customer.
A nice song, I love it.
Why? They say you did in the video.
Yeah. See it's Yamika. Remember call you made you. Oh yeah, I was paid 80,000. 80,000 Ghana cedis. I mean I'm a shower no. Papi Kojo ni signing but JB did very
in the video be.
So that was what happened on MX24 when Café Joshua and also Café Andrews visited them and during an interview session. This is quite interesting, and the whole thing about this comment or even this video is about the fact that we know that these two people are the people that are always fighting on social media. They don't allow us to definitely rest our ears. We're always seeing them back and forth on social media. So how can he appear in a music video? That's a question that people are asking, but trust me, I tell you that sometimes what you see on social media is definitely not what happens behind the scenes, and I'm very sure that some of you also know that. But he has come out to actually also clarify through the video that it is purely business, or it was purely business, so it's not like you're cool or whatsoever. But it is up to us to decide, right, where we stand as to whether we will be fighting for these musicians or these people we love on social media or not. But my last story this morning, Puerto Rican superstar Bad Bunny is back in the news, and this time around I am sorry to tell you that it is not about music but something more even exciting, as he is set to feature in a movie. Yes, quite surprising, right? But who knows, Bad Bunny is a good actor, right? And we are all greatly anticipating. So he is officially joining the cast of Toy Story 5 as the voice of a forgotten toy named Pizza with sunglasses. Now, the upcoming Disney film will also feature Alan Cumming as an evil version of Bullseye alongside returning stars Tom Hanks, Tim Allen, and Joan Cusack, as the beloved toys face a modern threat from a smart tablet called LilyPad. So you also hit that right, and LilyPad is coming. That is the details of that, and the story of the movie is titled Story 5, or the Toy Story 5, and I can't wait to also see what Bad Bunny has got for us. We had his entire album and how he won a lot of awards this year, and we've all been happy for Bad Bunny. We saw his performance also at the Super Bowl, and it was the talk of town, and I'm definitely sure that people are even still talking about that Super Bowl performance because it is a history that has been made, and we're definitely not going to stop talking about it. But I definitely want to see the acting side of Bad Bunny. I know that here maybe some singing here and there, but there's also going to be an acting bit, and I can't wait to see what he has got for us. That will be all for today's entertainment update here on the WoezorTV Breakfast Cafe. My name is Evergreen Asante. Thank you for watching. Do have a good morning and enjoy the rest of our programs.
we can be the generation that ends it for good.
Malaria must die, so millions can live.
That this could not have been achieved without your blessings, without your guidance, and without your authorization. We give all the praise and all the honor to you. We thank you for the leadership of our President, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. We thank you for giving us a man who cares, who is compassionate, who is a father, who is a leader, and who deeply values the lives of the citizens placed under his care.
All right, so it was a day of showing emotions as Ghanaians in South Africa, some successfully evacuated back to the country. I mean, now the big question is, how do they reintegrate into the various societies that they belong to? But from all indications, they were super excited. I saw some people cry or shed tears yesterday, looking at the torture, the problem, the challenges they had to go through in South Africa. Some even showed marks, scars on their bodies, how they were whipped, how they were beaten, how they were molested, and all of that. Now, I mean, earlier in the morning, I raised the concern that if we are not careful, we might likely see reprisal attacks. And this time around, that might not be in South Africa itself, but in countries where maybe the citizens feel that, well, we can take revenge. I mean, met out all kinds of harsh treatment onto citizens of South Africa living in other countries as well. And that's where the AU, the other international bodies also come in. I read from social media, somebody was like, hey, Donald J. Trump, where are you? You need to send some forces to South Africa as soon as possible. But guys, let me just come to studio. Godfred, your take on this. Successfully, we saw some, I think the first batch, 300 evacuees, some touchdown yesterday amidst the challenges in South Africa as well. Maybe your general assessment on that whilst we work on getting somebody from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs to speak to.
Yes, so I'm told that Fred has already joined.
Oh, Fred has joined. Yes. Okay, so let's just engage Fred quickly and then I can come back into studio. Fred, good morning. Thank you so much for joining us this morning, Fred.
Good morning, my brother. How are you?
Can you confirm to us the number of evacuees that arrived in country yesterday?
Good morning to cherished viewers. Exactly 297 compatriots arrived in the country yesterday.
Total of how many are we expecting? Do we know for sure the number of Ghanaians living in South Africa, the ones that you have in your data?
It is estimated that about 2,500 or 3,500 thereabouts of Ghanaians are living in South Africa. But as to the exercise we are doing at the moment, over 800 have registered voluntarily to be repatriated home.
So, from what we saw yesterday, that was the first batch. When are we seeing the second batch also being brought back?
The second batch is expected to happen next week, and as we speak, there are already over 410 of them, I am told this morning, from the latest information I got from our mission in South Africa. The set batch is ready, and next week they are going to also take the same journey back home.
If you're talking about over 2,000 or so Ghanaians living in South Africa, and voluntarily the ones who have signed on to this are less than the 1,000, what happens to the remainder of the people there? What plans are they, is the ministry putting in place to ensure that those guys who have not voluntarily asked to join are safe and protected?
That is why we have a mission in Pretoria in South Africa. And so our High Commission in that country definitely is going to look out for our brothers and sisters and ensure that they are all safe. That is one of the main reasons why every country would establish a mission in another country. So in times like this, that is when they would have to come through for you. So in as much as we have over 2,000 people living in South Africa, those who have voluntarily want to come home, those are the ones we are dealing with. While those who are going to remain there, we want to believe that our mission over there are going to take charge and ensure that they are all safe. As and when any issue arises, they are definitely going to get in touch with our mission, and they will be catered for as established by their responsibilities. That is why the mission has thought it wise. Not only the South African mission, almost all our missions abroad do have Ghanaian communities that they've always get in touch with. These communities also have leaders, and so the leaders are able to coordinate their members. That is why we've always advised that whenever you travel, whether it's a short trip or not to another country, try and inform a relative. And if you get to that point of, when you get to that destination as well, try and find other Ghanaians you can connect to. Let them know that you are in that country for a certain period of time. In case of any issue, we will be able to come to your aid at any given point in time.
Beyond bringing them back, the question that begs for answers will be the reintegration part of it. Is there any plan from the ministry, the government? How do you reintegrate these people into society? Is there some sort of compensation for these people? Because of course they had some livelihoods back at South Africa. Bringing them back in Ghana, how did they reintegrate? Is there any form of compensation as well for them?
Maybe compensation would not be the appropriate word. Forgive me, but if we are compensating them, it's as though they've gone to do something for us, and we want to compensate them for maybe what has happened. They went on a journey, probably seeking greener pastures elsewhere, and realizing that the situation was not really what they anticipated it to be, and their lives coming under threat, continuous attack. They thought it wise to come back home. It is only proper for the government to initiate measures to ensure their safe reintegration. Now, this is what happened. The Minister for Foreign Affairs, the Honorable Samuel Okudzeto-Ablakwa, actually listed what the government had planned for these brothers and sisters who returned home and who are also yet to return home. And those include the package of transport, the allowance for reintegration, and all these ones we are careful not to disclose those contents because this is for them, it's meant for them to start life. While at that, they've also been given some psychosocial support. So yesterday, they took a lot of time at the airport while the international organization, the IOM, came through for them. That's the International Organization for Migration. They were at the airport. We had our allied sister agencies from the Ghana Health Service, from the Mental Health Association. They were all present in their numbers to offer these brothers and sisters the needed support, and all those form part of the packages that the minister announced. And I must say, all of them were given to them. Everything that were announced had been delivered. Now, the only thing that will be outstanding at this moment is when they would get their national identification cards. So those who do not have Ghana cards, because we already have a database of all these people, we are hoping that they will go to the NIA. NIA will rely on this database and register them. We could have done this yesterday as part of the processes, but because they would need guarantors as part of the requirements to acquire the Ghana card, that is why that has been rescheduled for them to do it at their own convenience. For the reintegration, I can tell you families were at the airport yesterday to welcome their relatives back home, and that is just the starting point where they are accepted. They are not really detached from their families in any way. No one feels, they were all excited. I must put it that way, simply that they were overwhelmed, and the reintegration happened yesterday. Some went back home. There were buses provided for them. Some, they ordered Uber for them, depending on their location and everything, where they were going. And so that has been done. And I must commend my boss, the Foreign Affairs Minister. And I cannot skip the efforts and the leadership of His Excellency, the President of the Republic, John Dramani Mahama, for his leadership.
Fred, finally, before I let you go, we saw from some of the footages or some of the videos, scars or marks on the body of some evacuees that arrived yesterday. Is it a matter of concern to the ministry? Would they follow up? Would they profess some sort of legal, seek for justice for these people in South Africa? Is there any consideration at all for that?
It is worth noting that this particular individual involved, for instance, the woman whose video pictures we circulated, she was actually at the hospital, started receiving care from South Africa, and that was under the care of the High Commission, and for that matter, the government. So she's been given all the necessary health access so that she could recover quickly. Now, proceeding, whether we are going to seek legal redress on these matters, I must say, diplomatically, the Minister for Foreign Affairs has already initiated the process by petitioning the African Union. And the African Union, we believe, when they go for their annual review meeting, that is when they will add this subject of xenophobia or Afrophobia happening in South Africa to the agenda for discussion. And we believe that the African Union would act in the interest of transparency so that these things do not reappear in the coming days or weeks or years to come. We are believing that exploring these measures diplomatically should bring some resolution to the matter. And our brothers and sisters in South Africa should also know that this is not the best way to tackle some of these issues. It does not really work in the interest of the African unity our forebears had left for us.
Thank you. Thank you for your time. It's a developing issue. Most definitely, we should call you again on any latest updates as well. Thank you so much, Fred.
Thank you, my brother.
Viewers, Fred Duho is the media relation officer at the Foreign Affairs Ministry, adding his voice to it. At least, if your family is in South Africa, it is good you check up on that person to find out if he has also arrived. But let me just spend 5 minutes, engage Mr. Divine Amu, who is a historian and also a lecturer. He's been following this critically. I mean, and Divine, good morning. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. Now, I remember the last time we had a conversation on this, you mentioned that in there there's Afrophobia. Fred also attributed to that as well. But here we are today. Some people are being brought back to the country. The Ghanaian authorities, they have petitioned the African Union on what's happening. From where you sit, and I know you are keen on that, is that the right step to take, and what must be done to curtail this from happening going forward? Okay, I think network Charlie technology. And, you know, Divine has been fighting. I mean, he is a Pan-Africanist, and then he's been talking largely on this whole Pan-African thing, and then the need for us to go back to our roots and all of that. Reason I'm bringing him in, I don't know, but we're actually running out of time too. If we don't have him, probably we'll roll over the conversation as and when there is a latest update. But guys, let's wrap it up quickly. Maybe your take on this.
Yes, I'm happy that the government made a decision to bring in our members back to the country. It's very important. We commend the government for that bold step. In fact, yesterday we received a lot of recommendations around the globe. In fact, being praised, the foreign affairs minister being praised, the government being praised for making that step. It shows that yes, Ghana cannot quail to any pressure out there. We are a sovereign nation, and like I made mention yesterday, as human as we are, we will move. And so it doesn't matter how developed your country is, you one day find yourself in someone's country. So it doesn't matter where you are, whether your country is so developed, you won't travel, you will travel. And so South Africans must come to understand that it's our time. Yes, your situations, your country will not leave. They have about 1.8 million people unemployed, and that's their unemployment situation in the country. So very dire, out of over 65 million population. If you look at their workforce, the labor force in South Africa is 24.9 million, and so it's much more than what we have in Ghana, because their population is like twice of Ghana. And so of course the population, looking at the workforce, definitely will have unemployment, and this thing stems from, remember, 1984 to 1994, the Nigerian the segregation that happened in South Africa, the racial segregation, where the whites were giving jobs and the blacks were not giving. So that gap is still there, that unemployment gap is still there. And so whenever a foreigner comes into establishing itself, they want to take advantage of what you have come to do, and that is what they are doing. They feel like there's huge unemployment gap they need to fill, and over the years, the governments have failed them in creating more, jobs for the people in the country. And so when foreigners come in and build up there, they feel like foreigners are rather coming in to
take their jobs.
Exactly. There's already scarcity, and then you coming in, you adding to what they are experiencing, so they will have to drive you out. But that is not the case. You know, in our belief, we use foreigners to even establish nations and countries, understand? So they should come to understand that probably that is one part of belief. If you read the sociologies, the Marx, Weber, and the rest, when they talk about what you call the Westerhand, it means that put yourself in someone's situation. To fully understand somebody, you need to put it. So let's this morning put ourselves in their situation. That what is it? But that is not the right way to resolve issues. As a country, you want to come together. As a continent, you want to come together. This morning, when Nadi, the international story, the African GDP is dwindling because of what is happening in Middle East. So it's about time we come together as a continent and find solutions to our problem, not to drive our own members from our country. If Ghana wants to do the same thing, then of course we are not going to do it, because we are more civilized. We are looking at the reparation.
The fact is that people are threatening to do that. I watched some videos yesterday, and people, because it's happening in Nigeria.
Nigeria can do it, but Ghana need not to do it. You know, we are always the star and example for other African countries to follow suit. The first country to do the reparation and those things.
Yeah. So and that is why I raised the concern that this is our president who is championing a reparation feat that we are all applauding, to the point that you have a whole Grams Morgan applaud and sing for that. You get it? So if we are doing that, then all of a sudden at our own backyard, these things are still
Ghana won't do it. Ghana will not do it.
But what I don't understand is that, and now maybe you come in and wrap up on that for us. You have South African institutions or whatever operating here in Ghana, or even in the entire of Africa. You can talk about super sports. You can talk about the DSTV that we use. Look at the number of Africans that have DSTV in their homes, just because of the EPL or the games that people watch. And that gives them a boom, like in their business, because the remittances will definitely go back to them. You get a point. So the shop rights, you can go on and mention some of the other, shops that they have, or the institutions that they run here in Ghana. Why then would they turn around and be the ones doing this in their own country?
Well, I think that the people that own the companies are different from the people
exactly in the what somebody said,
causing the mayhem and the mess up there. So people have on social media hearing people say they want to boycott the South African companies and but you let's look at our telcos. If you boycott the South African one, the Ghanaian ones that you have, is it okay to sustain you?
Good question.
Is it okay?
Yeah, good question.
So again, let's not look at what the people or the indigents are doing there in South Africa to punish the people who also have their companies here. But then again, I still don't understand why the South African government is quiet on this issue.
Yeah, well, but I think in some presses on social media, particularly Ramaphosa has been speaking on it, seem to condemn the act. But I'm saying that now in
Godfrey, the act is not enough.
Yeah, it's not enough.
What else are you doing to make sure that the people, your people, leave the other foreigners there? Fine, maybe you are clamping down on migrants who
illegal
migrants. Can you just focus on that and do so that those with right documentations and things can stay?
Because I saw one woman for 18 years, she's been working in South Africa. She has a shop. 18 years.
And you want the person to just leave her shop. And yesterday when we were talking to His Excellency Benjamin Koshi, he was talking about how in one province, the mayor himself has locked shops of Ghanaians and has confiscated the keys. Why? And somebody like that who has been running a shop for 18 years, you want the person to just leave abruptly and come to Ghana. To start from where?
Zandel, the leader of this whole group, says Ghana is exaggerating. We are taking things out of proportion. Yes.
Really?
Because we can't see the videos. And
people
so you
come with marks, we exaggerating.
Zandel.
We see videos, people are exaggerating. You people close down people's shops and
you beat people, you punch people.
She feels like Ghana is doing too much. They respect Ghana and what we are seeing.
We respect them too, and so they should allow their respect to foster. Like honestly.
So that's the leader of the group.
The girl.
Yes.
Can we just consider something here? Say a Ghanaian who has lived in South Africa for a long time and so has gotten married to a South African, and then they said the Ghanaians, the foreigners should leave. Is the person living with a South African family to Ghana? Now one family will be in Ghana and one will be in South Africa.
This is what happened when the Israelites were living in Egypt.
Exactly. I'm not sure we know. So maybe we can find out there whether their constitution. You know, Ghana, once you marry, there is also that's it. And when you live here for some number of years, you become a citizen and all of that. Maybe we can look at that. Who really becomes a citizen?
They can come. After all, we have opened our borders now.
Oh yeah, for us, we are people of love. We are hospitable people.
If you're married to a Ghanaian and you feel like
you want to follow and come,
we have no issue with you. Come and experience how hospitality is.
Yeah. Anyway, we'll keep our eyes on it though. But please, for the people who are out there, your family members, check on them. If it is possible, let them come back. But beyond all of this, guys, there is a very big issue that we should pay attention to. Just in 30 seconds before we go, is that it is time each African country looks inward. I am not saying we can't have cross-border trade because then it will defeat the purpose. But inward, we need to grow ourselves. Because I am asking, pardon my French, but what would take me to South Africa? If I am looking for a country to go for greener pasture, is it South Africa? With all due respect.
People go and breed here there.
Come on, my dear. Is it South Africa? I may go to school, maybe health or something. But to go to what is their economy? How strong is their economy?
People go there to bring up.
You get it?
To come and sell.
I am just saying, I would prefer a much developed economy, which might give me more peace than South Africa. Wow. Because I won't put my life in danger, because this issue has been there for so many years, not now. But I'm saying that it is high time, because if it is about jobs, if we have enough jobs in Ghana, that's why we are applauding a 24-hour economy. If it happens, why do I have to travel out? That I know I can run shift in the morning for WoezorTV. By Beke, I am off to some filling station to do some night shift. Well, how much a year do I need that I have to travel to somebody's country to go and make money when there is money in this country? And for me, that's how I see that we need to start looking inward. Yes. Maybe gradually the research agenda will touch all of us and will not jackpot again.
No, looking inward, I mean, like you said, making Ghana our economy bigger will not stop people from traveling.
I agree.
You will still travel.
I agree.
I mean, people are even here because they are not even rich.
I agree.
Yes, and so they will still travel. But the fact is that we should as Africans know that we are the same people. I mean, why should a black man chase his fellow black man from his country? For what reason? You still
and if you watch, the chasing is not about everybody. They are chasing West African nationals.
Randy, we have Ghanaians.
Why are they not chasing the Egyptians out?
We have Ghanaians in Togo, Lesotho, Botswana,
everywhere,
Zimbabwe. If you compare their economy, you wouldn't understand why. But then, like I said, human beings, some people even just travel for traveling's sake.
Anyway.
You understand? Just hearing the name, let me travel for traveling's sake. And so,
Salah, it's time. We are going. Salah, thank you. We have eaten your time, but don't worry, we are done. Charlie, let's go. Final words. Big one. I think Ho is buzzing. Ho is buzzing. A lot is happening in Ho, and I think this weekend is going to be great as well. The ongoing Division 2 Middle League.
Even today.
Yes, today there is a game, right? So Yingo plays OT. Yajo OT Warriors. Another formidable side.
At 3 p.m.
At 3 p.m. Yes. A win for Ingo will propel them to the finals.
And they win the finals, they are coming to the Division 1.
Yeah, so this is road to Division 1. And the finals is on Sunday. But there is something I want us to talk about, maybe later. It has to do with the field. The whole sports stadium, the playing field. And you know it's raining. It's been raining lately. So some games are delayed because of the nature of the pitch. You get it? And it is terrible. And you know football is all about control and pass. That is how you see good football. But the pitch is so bad to the extent that players can't even possess, but they can't even do pass.
That's Ghana's situation.
And that was what happened in one of the games. So the start of the game, the team did not build into it quickly. By the time they realized, Keta FC took advantage and put in pa. By the time they woke up, it was late and it ended 3-2. You get it? So I think attention should be given to the park. We beg National Sports Authority. Well, the RFA will tell you it is not their mandate or to do it, but National Sports Authority and GOG, Government of Ghana, we beg you. We beg you in the name of God. The whole sports stadium there, meet the cuckoo, we beg you in the name of Jehovah. All the gods in this world, we are begging you. Fix it for us. We beg. Even if it is the playing field. The problem is a soggy area. So if we can have some big gutters around or whatever, the technical people know how they go about it. It shouldn't be too expensive. This morning I'm using the opportunity to beg the GOG, the National Sports Authority, and all that matters as far as the sports fraternity is concerned. The whole sports stadium needs upliftment. I know the regional minister is doing a lot, but please, we want more. Thank you. Now,
thank you, Randy.
Take us home.
You are better fan. I can't share. One than she work. If any Netashikaje 7 I don't care about she be a name. You are your name of family. Oh, you chong blame me. Car 1,000. If you want to listen, no fee. You share sunny. Tamoni ni no ye. No bombs to call no di. Or as some baby and worker you are some more. Bye more.
Okay, bye. Oh, bye.